Ravens are probably going to win. They have one of the best offenses in history right now.
Lamar Jackson is a more explosive.
I think Baltimore pulls it out.
Nothing to work with. Pile driven by the rookie. Carter, tiptoes, touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown!
This is a big win for this team.
Yes, it is.
Let's go. Another Sunday, another Eagles football game. They don't have the hype video, obviously, understandable, maybe from the Carolina game. But nonetheless, we still have to play something there to get started. So appreciate you guys joining already. Make sure to hit the like button. We got a really big game coming up, obviously, the Battle of Pennsylvania. Thomas, how you doing? Thoughts on this one? It's obviously big for multiple reasons.
I'm doing great. Yeah, a lot of things going on today. Philadelphia came into today with a chance to secure the 2 seed, needed a Commanders loss and a Seattle loss. That is not going to happen now because Washington, I believe, has officially won, and yet they got to win this football game, Josh, to have any sniff at the 1 seed, right? If they lose today, it's pretty much over, right? Because you need, of course, a Detroit loss as well, and then another Detroit loss. You got to win today to keep pace, but I think you need to win to prove to the rest of the National Football League that you're not imploding, right? I think us Eagle fans understand, not a big deal over the course of the week. The A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts nonsense. When you look inside the organization, they don't seem to be worried. But if they were to look bad today and not throw the football well, the rest of the league is going to start to call Philadelphia frauds. And so I know a lot of us, as we'll get to our underdog picks here, are taking the over for A.J. Brown, the higher for Jalen Hurts. I hope that that's the case today and they throw the football against a very good defense, probably the best defense they faced all year.
It really is, yes. And it'll be interesting to see as you bring up. Before we get to it, I will just briefly put this out there because people are always curious. The official inactives, nothing surprising. This is great to see as far as what we're going with. But Tanner McKee, Britton Covey, maybe a little bit surprising because he was a full participant, but something with the neck. So nonetheless, Cooper DeJean returning punts. Eli Ricks, Nick Gates, Darian Kennard, Trevor Keegan. So a very clean bill of health for the most part for the Eagles. For the Steelers, though, it's several key names here. In George Pickens, naturally the hamstring, that one is not as surprising because very early in the week, Mike Tomlin, was saying doubtful. But then you have Deshon Elliott, starting safety, who's out. He's played really well, in particular against the run, as well as Larry Ogunjobi, defensive tackle, who's played the most amount of snaps on their interior D-line. So, again, you talk about limiting Saquon Barkley, or if and when they can try to do that. It hurts them in a way. So, can they do it? No team has really had much success in slowing down Saquon Barkley. I know you just mentioned there, Jalen Hurts, can we see him? Is the passing game more productive? But where are you at with these impacts? Obviously, the Steelers, it hurts them there. But overall, this game.
Well, obviously, Pickens is easy to say. He's the best target for the Pittsburgh Steelers and a serious deep threat with Russell Wilson's deep ball passing abilities. I think you really got to cover Pat Freiermuth today. He seems to be kind of the big X factor in the passing game with Pickens being out. Deshon Elliott is a massive loss right now. And Ogunjobi obviously has won as well for the run-stopping aspect. Deshon Elliott is probably the best run-stopping safety, at least according to PFF, in the entire National Football League. Coverage is one thing. He was one of the best offseason signings by Pittsburgh, maybe in the entire National Football League. He has been fantastic. Not having Deshon Elliott is going to be huge, hopefully, in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles. But it's the number 5 rush defense. We played against the number 1 rush defense in Baltimore a couple weeks ago, Josh. Saquon kind of slow in that first half. Always a second half guy, second half offensive line as well. I think something similar today. Slow in the first half, and then they get going with running the football in the third and fourth quarter.
There we go. Love to see it. We would definitely love to see, again, really the complementary aspect of the game and on both sides. But you talk about you lose a guy like Deshon Elliott. It's going to make life a whole lot more difficult with Saquon Barkley. How does he perform? You have a couple different picks here. I saw some people mention it. Shout out to Underdog. Scan the QR code. Use code Philly Special. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Thomas and I, as always, have a couple different selections. We have a little bit more of an easier play. Not a guarantee, of course, as nothing is, but an easier play. And then also, if you want to risk it a little bit, take a chance. So first and foremost, Thomas, you sent me the first one here. It's the 3 times, a little bit more than 3 times multiplier. Talk us through the plays.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get one to go in with the Eagles. They actually had a 3 times multiplier for the 1 o'clock kicks today, hit all 3. And this one, something similar. These feel like guarantees. Saquon Barkley needs 1 catch in the first half. 1 catch, just 1 screen pass, and I get that one.
I mean, come on.
Russell Wilson, higher than 8.5 rushing yards. Not a big runner in terms of, obviously going across the line of scrimmage. He's more of a runner than a thrower, but I still think 1 nice rush there will do it. Jalen Hurts, let's go over on the passing yards. Come on, if he doesn't go over 196.5, it's going to be an interesting week in Philadelphia. And then A.J. Brown. This one seems easy. 2.5 or higher than 2.5 first half receptions. If they don't throw A.J. Brown the ball 3 times on the opening drive, Josh, we're going to have serious problems. This one, not as big of a payout, but this one feels like a lock for me with the 3+ times multiplier.
Okay, I like it. That is one that you sent over as well. I was like, all right, that it feels like a lot. It does feel like those plays, the way that things are transpiring, the way that we've seen this team, what they talk about, everything there. It feels like you should be able to get that happen. So that is the 3 times multiplier.
Yes.
Feel free to tell that one. Now the other one, and I'll put this up here too, a little bit more risky, almost the 18x, but
sure.
Where are we going with on that one?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, Pat Freiermuth is kind of their big receiving threat, especially in the red zone. We'll get him to score a touchdown. I got Saquon. How about higher? I just said he's more of a second half running back this year. Let's get him a first half rushing touchdown where he's not down at the 1 yard line. Jalen Hurts, maybe he's trying to throw the football more. Maybe he forces the ball. I'm going to go interception. Hope I'm wrong there, but you're figuring if he's going to be a little more loose with it, maybe he throws a pick. And then A.J. Brown, how about catching a touchdown? Seems like they're going to try to do that as well in this football game. And so a little bit more risky here. A lot has to happen, but I like the odds as well.
Okay. I like it. I've got a couple a little bit easier, like I say, a little bit more risky as well. Tree saying the code does not work. It should work. Philly special. There's a link in the description. It depends on your location. I will say every once in a while locations are not available, so maybe double check that you're in a legal location that'll work for you. But otherwise, everybody else so far I've seen has worked. Really quickly, I'll shout out mine, and then we'll get to a couple other bits of info before we get to kickoff. We're about 3 minutes away. The one that I went with here, Najee Harris, 14.5 over rushing attempts. The Steelers have the second most rushing attempts percentage in the NFL, right behind the Eagles. So run the football. Saquon Barkley, over 12.5 receiving yards. He had 0 last week. It was kind of an anomaly. I'm like, look, if he can just get somewhat back on track, over 12.5 receiving yards, and then AJ anytime touchdown. That just... It's
feels pretty. A lot of people
they're gonna try to go to him. I mean, come on. In his career, he had a touchdown when he was back with the Titans playing against him. 3 touchdowns in 2022 as an Eagle. It just feels like a get right game for AJ. So that is the easier bet. And what I did was, because I felt comfortable and confident in those picks, so I kept those and I just added one extra one, and that's going with a Quinyon Mitchell interception. Now I know that's extreme. But if those 3 hit, if those are the ones that we feel secure about, I'm like, I'll just go ahead and put that out because it's almost a 52 times multiplier. $20 wins a little over $1,000.
Holy cow!
I figured, why not? So that's what I'm rolling with. If Q gets the interception today,
I might throw one. I might throw a couple bucks on that one too. I might throw a couple bucks on that one too.
All right, I was
with
just
the
saying.
Q pick too.
You might as well
kind of ride with it together. I like that.
It's worth the shot. You can win some serious cash on this one. I don't know. Maybe
It might be.
Maybe I'm crazy. As you're getting that play in, I'll go to Blake here. Says, I'm calling it now. Jake Elliott tush push. I don't think that Jake is going to be in the tush push vicinity, but
Jake was a little shaky in pregame warmups again, Josh. We were following around some of the beat writers. A little shaky there. A little shaky. Yikes.
Yeah, hitting the left upright, I believe, from 42 yards. That's not a great sign, especially it's 40 degrees, so it's chilly, about 40 degrees in Philly. But not a whole lot of wind from what I was hearing. At least a couple people asking, like, hey, is it super windy there? And I believe Ed Cracked was the first one who had reported on that missed field goal. So, not a great sign.
Right.
Anyway, just a couple minutes away, maybe less than a minute away from kickoff. The other one here, Mario Arena, appreciate the 2, said thoughts on Jalen's broken finger. That's also another point to mention. Ian Rappaport shared much earlier today and then was confirmed again by James Palmer. And I believe I got the clip of just, I guess, a little shot and warming up, but still warming up. It's hard to tell. He's got a glove with kind of an open space for that ring finger on his left hand. It's not the throwing hand, so much bigger sigh of relief. But apparently, it's a broken finger that he suffered against Carolina. See if it impacts him in any way. He'll be wearing a glove on that one. But it's it was a little bit of surprise because we saw he was out with a finger injury. We didn't know to what extent earlier in the week.
Sure.
But again, it's not the throwing hand. So maybe more so.
It was the throwing hand. We'd have some.
Yeah.
Yeah. More interesting, I think, is wearing two different types of shoes, huh? How about that? Also, by the way, on the broadcast, there's AJ Smitty and Jalen praying together pregame, as they've always done. So for all the people wondering about the relationship, they're fine. They're highlighting it and showing it right now. As I got Aaron Andrews talking on my screen. Make sure we're linked up here before we go live. Yep. But I think we are. Also, we are so close to giving away the Cooper DeJean helmet. Didn't hit 70,000 subs this week, but maybe or last week, maybe this week. So if you subscribe to my show, get this to 70K, we're giving this away at some point, maybe this week or next week. So we'll see. Maybe a nice little early Christmas present.
Oh, heck yeah. Just in time, too. You probably could barely get it in before if you're able to get there and get it away. So
there's
everybody drop a like, hit the sub.
There's the kickoff. Going to be returnable across the 20, the 30, and then chop down. I believe that's Cordell Patterson to the 31. So Philadelphia won the toss. They have deferred the second half, Josh. Out trots Russell Wilson. Make sure we're linked up here. Wilson, of course, and the Steelers. Black helmets, white jerseys, and the yellow pants going black socks as well. Battle for Pennsylvania ready to get underway here at Lincoln Financial Field. Injured Eagle is Will Shipley on the return, and he looks pretty banged up right here as oh, no, it was Sidney Brown. That was a blow right to Sidney Brown's head by Jalen Warren. And Brown, for sure, is going to have that does not look good.
No, that does
that is going to dramatically delay the start of this one. But Sidney Brown is for sure having some sort of a concussion would be my guess here. Obviously not doctors, but that is a brutal hit there. And they're going to go to commercial break. So they have kicked off in the Philadelphia Eagle-Pittsburgh Steelers game, Josh. We're going to have a slight delay to the start of this one as we'll see how long it's going to take to maybe cart off Sidney Brown. Doesn't look good.
Oh, man, yeah, you're right. He's just going full speed, and oh, boy, that's he was dealing with a knee injury, I think, earlier this week, and then dude plays with reckless abandon. You got to love the physicality and everything else, but that was just two guys going full speed, and ends up an injury there. Yeah, Strice asking concussion. I'd be surprised if it's
hard
not.
to speculate,
Hopefully
but yeah,
not, though. Yeah,
it's ugly. It is very ugly. My goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Wow, I didn't realize how close the Commanders game was. I didn't realize the Saints went all the way down to like the 1, essentially, and lost that game. Or they scored and then couldn't get the 2.
Yeah, they go for the 2-point conversion. Yeah, I was watching it as we were setting up here, and I was like, because I kind of thought it was just, it was over. And then whenever they scored the touchdown, I was like, wait a second, they're going to go for 2. How great would it have been just like to sneak out? Because Washington had I think it was a 17-point lead, wasn't it? They were 17-0.
Yeah, I kind of stopped watching.
It
was not close.
Oh,
man, what a bummer.
Would have been nice.
That would have been sweet. All right, well, you can't lock up the 2 seed today, but you can keep pace for the 1 seed. And we talked about this, Josh, as we wait to come back from commercial break and check in on Sidney Brown here. But essentially, Philadelphia has to win out, and the Lions need to lose 2 more games. They have to lose today and then 1 more after this, and then Philadelphia would be the 1 seed. If they both finish with the same record, then the Lions would go ahead and be the higher seed. So, in terms of our rooting guide for the day, you want Seattle to lose tonight. That at least helps out in terms of the Eagles getting closer to locking up the 2 seed. Obviously, the Lions, you want to root Seahawks play the Packers, so you probably want to root for Seattle and root against Green Bay if things got weird there in the end, because Green Bay, of course, is at least has a better record. And then you root against the Vikings on Monday night. I think I have that right.
I believe so. The good news very early on is that the Lions went 3 and out. So Buffalo has the football now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. So as for us being Buffalo Bills fans today, hopefully they get the dub over the Lions.
We will check on that often.
We shall see.
All right, back in Philadelphia.
You guys. Okay,
there
you may
is
be ahead of
Sidney
me
Brown
a little bit.
walking off of this field onto the sideline into the blue medical tent. So we will keep an eye on that. All right, I'm early. We'll reset here in a second. Here we go. 1st and 10, first drive of the game. Russell Wilson will start under center with an I formation. Najee Harris, the lone setback from the 31. Toss left, Harris up the middle. Hit, nowhere to go. He might have gotten a yard. And there's some jawing after the play between Nolan Smith, and I believe that was the Steeler left tackle. Gain of about a yard, but he's 2nd down and 8. How far behind are you? I'm getting the huddle right now, Josh.
Looks like I'm probably about a play behind. I'm just seeing that first play.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second here and try and make sure we're linked up. I'm going to probably be ahead of you for this next one as Russell Wilson breaks the huddle on 2nd down and 8, 14-27. Philadelphia midnight green jerseys, green helmets, and white pants, white socks as well. Quick snap and a throw, left side, that's caught. There's Freiermuth, immediately tackled by Zach Bond. That was a gain of maybe a yard, and there is 53, making his presence felt early in this one, Josh. Very early, 3rd and long, upcoming for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go. That's what you want. Force these long 3rd downs. Try to get Pittsburgh to convert, especially without George Pickens. Going to be a lot more difficult.
All right, they're slowly hopping up to the offensive line here. Kind of a little pop huddle by Pittsburgh. 19 on the play clock, 18-17. 3rd and 7 from the Steeler 34. Wilson in the gun, Warren to his left. They're going to stack the receivers at the bottom of the formation. Wilson stamps his foot, calls for the football, takes the snap with a 4-man rush, steps up in a dirty pocket, now going deep. Home run ball, and that is going to be incomplete. He completely overthrew his receiver, Van Jefferson. 3 Eagles in the area, and a very quick 3-and-out for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Great start for the Bird defense.
Let's go. I'm seeing the pass now, so I see what you're talking about there. But yeah, complete great coverage. All 3 guys, exactly what you want. 3-and-out. Give the ball to the offense.
All right, so the first punt of the game is incoming here. 4th and 7. As the Steeler punter will field this one back at his own 15, gets it away off the left foot easily. And this is Deshon. This is a bad punt that takes a really good Eagle bounce all the way up to the 30-yard line and then is touched down by the Steeler gunner. And that is going to be great opening field position for Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and the Bird offense, Josh, who have been under fire the past really couple of weeks, at least for a passing standpoint, but trying to get their 10th win in a row today. Maybe they'll do a little more through the year. This opening drive is going to be fascinating for Philadelphia on offense, what they do in terms of how quickly they want to get the ball to number 11.
Yeah, as you said, lots of streaks at play. Pittsburgh has not won in Philly since 1965. The Eagles going for 10 wins, which would be a franchise record. Russell Wilson playing against the number 1 defense in the NFL has won his last 4 straight matchups. So a lot to play for here. See if the
Philly
offense
goes
can set the
empty.
tone.
5 wide receivers. AJ in the slot, top of the formation. Hurts in the gun with no one around him. Takes the snap, he's going to throw. Looking left, now comes back right, stops, throws across the middle. That's caught. Grant Calcaterra across the 50. There's a big hitter for 23 yards. And that's a great slot throw from Jalen Hurts for a first down, and that'll get the chains moving.
What a throw. What a catch. You're right, Thomas. That was we talk about tone setters, how you get going early on, but with all the noise of Jalen, the offense, throwing the football, perfect throw.
Again, the Dallas Goedert been out past couple of weeks. He's going to miss probably a couple more. That one good officially for 22. 1st and 10, inside Steeler territory at the 48. Hurts in the gun. Saquon Barkley checks into the game for his first snap of the day. Hurts slows things down. 5 on the play clock. Barking out commands to the offensive line. 4, 3, 2, snaps the football. He's going to throw. Looks right, throws right. That's caught. There's A.J. Brown on a slant. There's catch number 1. It's good for about 6.5, and there's the crowd roaring. They love the 1 to 11 connection, Josh.
Numero uno. Took the snap with 1 second, a little bit late or extremely late, but get him going early. This is the Joker. He's Joker mode because he changed the profile pic. Look out, Pittsburgh.
They're going to go hurry up. Jalen to throw again. This across the middle. Caught Devontae Smith. There goes Smitty to the 30. Smitty makes a man miss down at the 25 and spun down at the 20-yard line. 3 passes for the Eagles, 3 completions. They're in the red zone. They're red hot, Josh.
Yes,
just
sir.
Like thought, huh?
Yes, and this is exactly what we had said, too. Like, go hurry up. Keep the defense on your heels. You're seeing it pay dividends. Maxwell with the 2-bomb. Appreciate that. Says we got Jalen 2 shoes today. That we do.
They're going to hurry up. Here's your first Saquon run. Bounces it out across the 21 and might have lost a yard there. And there's T.J. Watt. You're going to watch that battle all day. Him and Lane Johnson on the right side of this offensive line, Josh. Make sure we're linked up here. They're giving me the Jalen Hurts record the past 9 games. See if we're close. I've been kind of pausing back and forth to see if we can get that. Let me know whenever they take that off the screen for you. That way we can link up here as they're going to huddle right now. And as I pause a little bit more and then go ahead and play it.
Yep. Just took
see
the graphic
how close
away.
we get to link up. Okay.
22, 21, 20 on
I'm
the play
18,
clock, 19,
17.
18.
Yep.
So, about a second.
I'll join us after this. Quick snap. Hurts is going to throw. Looking left. Now fires left. That's going to be caught. There's Smitty again. And he's thrown out of bounds after a gain of about 4 or 5. Remember, they're missing their starting safety to Deshon Elliott. They're feeling the pains of that early are the Pittsburgh defense. Philadelphia marching on this one. Jalen's 4 for 4 on a very pass-heavy opening drive right now. In the red zone, officially now 3rd down, and I believe 7. So this is interesting, Josh. Field goals are a hold-your-breath type moment right now for the Philadelphia Eagles. They've gone right into the red zone here on this opening drive. What do they do if they don't get a first down here? Let's see. 3rd and 7. 14 on the play clock. 13 on the play clock. 12, 11, 10. Dotson and Smitty slot to the top of the formation. Hurts in the gun. Saquon to his left. Calcaterra, the lone tight end. Hurts takes a snap with 3 on the play clock. He's going to throw. Steps up. Very dirty pocket. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be, well, he's sacked. He gained a yard. Not officially go down as a sack, but that was a very good pass rush there. I believe Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. So a gain of a yard, 4th down and 6. And I think they're keeping the offense on the field, Josh, and it looks like they are. Are they?
This is interesting here. No, they're going to kick. Okay, they're going to kick.
They're going to kick. All right. So
I was
a
going to say,
very
this
good
is
opening drive.
No confidence in Jake Elliott if you're not doing that. But
34-yarder from the left hash. Braden Mann to hold. Up, and this one is dead straight. It's good. Philadelphia on the board, 3-0, Josh. We'll take that opening drive, huh?
We'll take it. Yep. Get some points. Not a touchdown, but you're right. We'll take the points. Jalen completing some passes. Passing offense looking pretty good. Defense solid. Yes, and everybody else, good job, Jake. Shout out to Jake. We got your back.
Yeah,
Don't call him Missy Elliott anymore. It's very creative, but come on. People,
I have not heard that. That's pretty funny.
I saw so many comments of that before, and I was like,
that is pretty funny.
It's incredibly creative, but like, he doesn't appreciate that. Like, who appreciates that type of nickname?
I know. That is funny. All right, well, pass heavy, right? They went ahead and threw to A.J. Brown, got him his first catch, couple to Smitty, the big one to Calcaterra to get into Steeler territory, and then it stalls in the red zone. But for an offense that has been, almost anemic on at least opening drives, about as good as you could hope for coming out here against this Steeler defense. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's been too long since we've really been into opposing territory on the first opening drive, so yeah, against this type of defense, we'll take it. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. We're up to, I believe, a little over 2,000 combined between the streams. Make sure to hit the like button. We appreciate that. Over 300. Another thing to hit the like button for, the Buffalo Bills have taken an early lead. It's 7-0. Buffalo leading after let's see, who was that? A Josh Allen little sneak, 1-yard sneak.
There you go.
Touchdown run.
The only real counter to the Eagles' tush push that's even close is the Josh Allen, whatever they want to call up there, the Buffalo shove. Who knows? But we'll take it.
or what? Like throw a pass, get a lateral back to yourself, and score a touchdown. So you get a receiving touchdown without registering a catch. That was a crazy one from the Niners game.
Sidney Brown officially being evaluated for a concussion. No surprise there, but he did walk off the field. Josh, worth noting on defense, looks like Avonte Maddox has officially been demoted. Eagles were in dime on that first 3rd and 7. And the final DB was not Maddox as it has been. It was Isaiah Rodgers in the slot. And so something we've been kind of calling for a while here, at least in dime, and they're finally going to get it. So it looks like Maddox is not going to be doing a lot of stuff with the Eagle defense today.
I'm not upset about that. I think we'll take that.
I'm not either.
Better option there. Get some aggressiveness, potential turnovers as well.
Also, this is unrelated, but I guess in an Eagles sense here, Patrick Mahomes was carted out of the locker room in Kansas City after their win. He obviously walked up the field, but he's dealing with an ankle injury. His ankles always seem to have problems. Date back to the Super Bowl. That means you could be seeing Carson Wentz as kind of your Chiefs quarterback for the near future, depending on the severity of the Wentz ankle or the Mahomes ankle injury. So Eagle fans, at least interesting there in terms of Wentz in that offense. We'll see how that goes. But we're back here in Philadelphia. 9:56 to go first quarter. A 7-play, 54-yard field goal scoring drive. Took 3.5 minutes off as Braden Mann gets this one caught and returnable again at the 1-yard line across the 30. And there's another big hit there delivered by Oren Burks. But that's Cordero Patterson across the 33-yard line, Josh. And at this point, I'm not kicking it deep to Cordero Patterson again today. He keeps returning it.
Yeah, it's very dangerous as it is. So the special teams we talked about could be the great equalizer. I will say shout out to Oren Burks because since Ben Van Summeren's gone down, he's played more special teams. He's made some significant plays.
Yeah, he definitely has. All right, 9:50 to go, 23 on the play clock, 22-21. Drive number 2 upcoming for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. They went 3 and out on their opening drive. Ball at the 32-yard line of the Steelers. Lone setback is Najee Harris. Wilson starts under center. Wilson tried to go hard count. Now he's going to slow things down with 5 on the play clock. Takes it. Toss right. Najee Harris up the middle. Nowhere to go. Guess what? Jalen Carter. Welcome to Philadelphia on this afternoon. Najee Harris for a gain of a yard. And that Bird 5-man front. Good start.
I couldn't help but just laugh on that play because you see it coming from a mile away. Jalen Carter is unblockable. And as soon as you get the handoff from Najee Harris, there is an open hole. But before Najee can even get there, Jalen Carter's met him in the hole, taking him down for only 1-yard gain.
Actually, they marked it 2. So 2nd and 8 up to the 33.5-yard line. I formation, Wilson under center. Eagles staying with that 5-man front. Here comes a delayed blitz. They're going to hand it off again to Harris. Nowhere to go that time. There's Josh Sweat. I mean, count him here. 98, 53, 90, 93. There's about 6 birds in to make another 1-yard tackle for the Bird defense. It's going to be 3rd down and long again for a Steeler offense, in desperate need of a first down here, Josh.
You think they got some corrections, a little bit of a message from last week against Carolina? Hey, Chuba Hubbard, he ran a little bit all over you guys, especially early on. So why don't we gang tackle, rally to the ball? Let's go.
3rd and 8. They missed on a 3rd and 7 on their opening drive. This is the Steeler 34. Freiermuth comes in motion. Now he goes back to the slot on the near side. Warren, the lone setback next to... Nope, he's in the shotgun now. Takes the snap. 1 on the play clock. Blitz coming. Wilson under middle. Tipped incomplete. Trying to get it to Warren. That was dangerous. Slay got close. And another 3 and out as the pass rush started getting a little too close to Russell Wilson. 4th down and 8, they punt again. How about this defensive start?
Shout out to my guy, Nolan Smith. You can't get to the quarterback. Put your hand up. Get a tip pass there. Incompletion. 4th down.
Make sure we're linked. You're at 20 the play clock, 19, 18. We good
17,
to go there?
Yep, 16, yep.
Perfect. Second punt of the day here for the Steeler left footer from Australia. That one's going to be angled and caught by Deshon. He's actually going to be able to return it and got about a yard and a half. Then got trucked out of bounds. He's getting up quick. That did not look good. You know, Vic Fangio's in his booth somewhere just ruining the day that Britton Covey is not back to return punts today. Inactive with that neck injury, but Deshon's okay. Those young bodies, they bounce up quick, Josh. We go to commercial break for drive number 2 upcoming for the Bird offense.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't want him back there. He did get up and run off the field, but, I mean, come on. That's our nickel corner. Let's put somebody else. All right, let's see. We got a little quick update here. See what we got as we're in commercial break for the Eagles. Lions are, Jared Goff got sacked on 3rd and long, so 4th and long and punting the ball.
Okay. And remember, they're in Detroit today. You got to like that.
This just feels like Buffalo needs to, capitalize on the fact they got beat by the Rams, embarrassed, at least defensively, show up big time. If they not only beat Detroit, but let's say that it's like, I don't know, like 14.2, a couple touchdowns, beat Detroit convincingly, that would do wonders. Wonder if people would actually say, like, oh, hey, maybe not.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. Oh, man. 4 for 4 in the opening drive for Jalen Hurts. You got to like that. You absolutely have got to love that. And there'd be a lot of people who could really, eat their words if Jalen Hurts goes for 300 today and throws a couple touchdowns to A.J. Brown. It could be a very fun Monday in the world of Philadelphia. A lot of people in the media, both local and national, who could eat their words. But obviously very, very early, so we'll see. Still on commercial break. Appreciate 2,100 people hanging out. If you want to drop a like, that helps the Eagles win. As we've seen, they've won 9 in a row. We got a lot of likes during all 9 of those streams. So
that's true.
It just makes sense, right?
We're getting close to 500 between the two, so it helps out. Make sure the
couple other scores today. Colts-Broncos. They're calling this the biggest home Bronco game, Josh, since 2016. As Denver 8-5, trying to keep pace for that wild card spot. Obviously, they can't win the division. The Chiefs have already done that. But Colts 7, Broncos nothing on an Anthony Richardson rushing touchdown. The Cardinals and Patriots are 0-0. Cardinals desperate for a win to keep pace in their division. Bucks already scored. The Chargers have just scored on a Ladd McConkey 7-yard passing touchdown to tie it up 7-7 in that Charger-Tampa Bay game. That's actually an interesting one there, but a really fun slate this afternoon, Josh, in the 4 o'clock window, as they just brought us back here from commercial break. And they're showing us an all-22 look. Brady's giving us a little look at the Birds secondary. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. I'll take that.
Muddy was the description. I was trying to see what he was spelling there, but okay.
Yeah, I was like, what is he doing on the telestrator?
Muddy.
I think Brady's gotten better. He was rough early on. He's gotten much better. But
I'll give you that. It's
we won't hear him much today as we get to listen to each other. But yeah, I don't know if he's fantastic yet, but he'll figure it out. First and 10, pistol formation from the Eagle 21, 3-0. Hurts takes the snap, turn gives Saquon, running right side, cuts it up the middle, has a nice gain there for 6, still turning. We might call that 7.5, as those tree trunk quads of Saquon Barkley kept churning for a couple extra yards there. Remember, last 2 games, Josh, first quarter passing yards, the Birds had -1. First drive, 53 yards passing. So our higher than 196 for Hurts's numbers, at least so far, trending in the right direction.
So far, so good, yes. Saquon took Cam Heyward for a ride of about 4 yards after he hopped on that play. So 2nd and 3.
Hurts in the gun. Saquon to his left takes the snap. They're going to give it to Saquon again, and he's met immediately by Alex Highsmith. He got nowhere, probably lost 2 or 3 yards. And Alex Highsmith has been a menace so far today, one of the underrated edge rushers in the game, opposite of TJ Watt. Doesn't get a lot of attention. Saquon checks out. In comes Gainwell on what's going to be a 3rd down and 5 for Philadelphia. They pass heavy on that first drive, Josh. 2 straight runs here to start drive number 2.
Try to catch him off guard. Have not been able to early. James with a 5. Appreciate that. What is up? What's up, guys? How about no heart attack? Eagles beat down today. Hopefully so. We will see.
All right. 3rd and 5. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his left. They're going to strip the receivers top of the formation. Smitty alone at the bottom. 3 on the play clock. Motion Dotson across. Hurts calls to the football, takes a snap. 4-man pressure. Pockets getting a little muddy. Tossed to Gainwell. Caught it. Spins out of 1 man. He's got first down. There goes Gainwell. Runs over another. He's got 15. Is that Saquon Barkley or Kenny Gainwell with that move there, Josh? That was the spin move of the day for a big first down.
Well, you're right. Yeah, Tom, he's taking some lessons. Not that Kenny G doesn't have those moves, but the spin moves from Saquon Barkley, I mean, completely breaks the ankles of the defender there. What a play from Kenny G.
Eagles lined up. They can go quickly here. Gainwell, the running back, they're going to give it to him left side and runs across the 41. Look at those legs still go. Probably got 5, maybe 5.5. Picked up by Jordan Mailata. And Kenny Gainwell moving well here early on drive number 2. He's going to check out. No, he's going to stay in. All right, keep feeding him, huh? E.J. Jenkins checks into the football game as a second tight end.
Heck yeah, chat blown up after the spin. Spin well, says Devontae. The circle button or the B button, depending on which console you're playing with.
2nd and 5 from the Eagle 42. Birds marching again. Devontae Smith motions out of the backfield, orbit motion. They're going to turn give to Gainwell. Tries to go left side and gets hit and clotheslined by Patrick Queen. He got about maybe a yard there. So a very run-heavy second drive here of the day. And it's going to be 3rd down and short for the Eagle offense.
Another crucial 3rd down. Kenny able to do more than, again, people give him credit for sometimes, and it's understandable because you're behind Saquon, but impact player.
3rd and 4. Ball up at the Eagle 43-yard line. Gainwell, the running back. They're going to have Smitty at the top. AJ in the slot. A lot of 11 in the slot so far early today. 3rd and 4. Hurts in the gun. Calls for the football. 3-man pressure. Very clean pocket. Hurts going to step up and run. Got a long way to go to get the first down. He's not going to. Oh, he breaks a tackle and it's going to be short.
Oh, my God.
And the Eagles have lost it. The Steelers got it. Oh, Jalen, what are you doing?
Golly.
That was so bad.
He's going to be short,
he was trying to fight for the extra yard. He wouldn't have got it anyway and just took a pop and dropped the ball. TJ Watt. Oh.
It was a great play by TJ Watt, but yeah, you're right. I mean, he's fighting for extra yards. I know I wanted to see that mesh route, honestly, if Jalen had just tried to throw, because it looked like he might have had
was open.
AJ either coming across the middle, or I couldn't tell if it was Dotson. But then still, the fact that he takes off to run, it's fine. You know the Steelers are going to come after it, because we talked about a number of times before this, the Steelers lead the league in takeaways, and didn't take long.
Oh, man, the right fist of TJ Watt to the football, that's hard to stop, but that is a costly turnover. Philly was driving. They had gotten a first down, and now Pittsburgh is going to have their best field position early of this first quarter up at the Eagle 45-yard line. 5:06 to go. Russell Wilson's just 1 for 3. He'll take the shotgun snap and play action, rolls to his right, and going to throw this one out of bounds. Nolan Smith was burrowing down, so the Bird defense has been really good, Josh, but another turnover for Jalen Hurts. That's number 2 during this 10-game stretch, Josh, which is pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. He's been really good at taking care of the football. It's just, in those instances, you see the defenders bearing down. I know you're trying to fight for extra yards, but again, a guy like TJ Watt, there's a reason he's a leading defensive player of the year odds.
Quick snap, Wilson to throw left side. That's tipped and incomplete, and that's the second tip pass of this game on the defensive side of the football. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Quinyon Mitchell was the closest Eagle in coverage there. Obviously, your first throw even remotely his way. That was Milton Williams getting the paw up there, working on ex-Eagle and Super Bowl champion Isaac Seumalo, Josh.
Seumalo's not had a great season for those that are keeping track. Should be able to have more opportunities like that one.
3rd and 10, 4:57 to go here, first quarter. Warren, the lone running back to the right of Russell Wilson. They're 0 for 2 on 3rd down. This one, their longest of the day for 3rd and 10. Birds potentially showing a Dean blitz. Let's see if they come on it. They don't. 4-man pressure. Back goes Wilson on the Eagle logo. He's hit. He's sacked.
Go!
It's Josh Sweat back at the 43-yard line. Josh Sweat has been fantastic this year, Josh. Excellent pass rush there, and another 3 and out for the Steeler offense. They're out of field goal range, too.
You're right. Back to midfield, beyond midfield now. Josh Sweat, as you said, I mean, leading in pressures, hadn't gotten as many sacks as of late, but had a lot of opportunities. You just want to finish off. Nolan Smith pushing the pocket on the right side. Broderick Jones not able to contain, and then Josh Sweat gets there to finish off with a sack.
Here comes another punt. This one is going to be down at the 10, caught by Deshon, and then to be hit.
Oh,
and he
my
fumbled the
gosh,
ball.
you got to be kidding
Steelers
me.
recovered it. They got the ball at the 12. Oh, my goodness. Yep, another turnover.
This is how teams like this are going to hang around. They don't have George Pickens. You said it, but it's turnover game, taking care of the football. Golly, they're swarming there. I mean, it's a great hit, but Deshon tried to make a little bit more. Gets tackled, helmet on the football, number 93 there, and then it's just Pittsburgh Steelers all over the place.
Fumbles in like a 2-minute span. And now they're going to have 1st and 10 at the Eagle 12. What a disastrous start for an Eagle team that's been red hot so far this game, Josh. Offense looks great. Defense looks great. Oh, this is ugly. All right.
Yep.
Well, get back out there, defense. Cooper Deshon. Ball's at the 11. 4:13 to go, 3-0 Philly. Najee Harris checks back into this game. He's to the right of Russell Wilson in the gun. Freiermuth got to keep an eye on him. He's slot to the near side. Like Josh said, no George Pickens. It's kind of his spot here in the red area. Let's see what the Eagle defense can do. Wilson takes the snap, turn right, throw right. That's going to be caught out of the backfield. Najee Harris gets around the edge, leaps over a man, and then shoved out of bounds by Nolan Smith. The gain of about 6. There's your first big Najee Harris play of the day. Couldn't tell who he jumped over, but Najee Harris is not a small running back. He had to really work to get up over, I believe it was. Oh, there's a fight happening now.
Flags.
In the end zone. Flags are flying. Who is that at the center? I think it's Q? It is. It's Quinyon Mitchell and somebody else. Jalix Hunt is in the mix here. There is about 10 Eagles pushing and shoving. I believe it's an offensive lineman for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is going to be crazy, Josh.
Yeah,
there's no ejections.
I know. It's so hard to... I can't tell who that was. It was Q and a receiver, it looked like, but then everybody else came swarming over.
Geez, George Pickens isn't even playing today. This is normally his deal. Oh, boy, yeah.
The replay on this.
Pray for no ejections here. You were to lose Q or something. All right, let's see. Oh, it's Q fighting with an offensive lineman, and now he's getting shoved by, I think it's Calvin Austin. Oh, boy. Wow, they're so far away.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
It's Slay getting blocked into the back of the end zone by the
Darnell
Steeler
Washington?
tight end.
Yeah. Q standing up for Slay.
Gotta like that. I think this is going to be on Quinyon Mitchell. If it's not offsetting, Q's getting a penalty here.
See what they rule.
Right, still waiting to give us the penalty.
As they're doing that, I'll say shout out to Gonzalo, the 2. We appreciate that. The support. I didn't see a comment. Also, Jose with a 5 earlier. I can't wait to hear the excuses both of you have for Hurts. I'm a lifelong Eagles fan, but both of you make plenty of excuses for Hurts. So
okay, well, what's the
so.
excuse for him being 5 for 5 so far today, huh?
No clue. And we do still say criticism whenever he fumbles the football.
2 fouls, personal foul on 80, and then they're going to offset that one, personal foul on 19.
Hey,
wow.
They're both on Pittsburgh.
On the Steelers.
Let's
Mike
go.
Tomlin cannot believe it. Wow. Quinyon Mitchell probably got away with a shove there, but they normally don't call the first person, Josh. They normally get the second one to throw a little fist fight, and that's going to back him up 15 yards. Wow.
Okay. Well, it's as Dean Blandino is trying to give an explanation. It's hard to say, but a lot of times they've tried to go with get the instigator, the person who starts it, rather than the retaliation. Although, I mean, you come over there and just say like,
end zone is insane.
It's ridiculous. He just never stops. I don't like what in the world.
Yeah, and then they got Calvin Austin with that second shove on Quinyon Mitchell. So ball's back at the 19. Goodness gracious.
Second 18.
All right. Here we go. Empty formation in a shotgun takes Russell Wilson. Looks left, throws left. That's going to be caught, but down immediately. There's technically your first throw on Quinyon Mitchell. That's going to be a gain of about a yard. Trying to tell who that is. I need to see the back of the name on that. That's Scotty Miller, I believe, who caught that pass. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Ooh,
right.
Did he catch it? Yeah, it's a little shaky, but it's a gain of like a yard for Scotty Miller, so I don't think it's really going to matter. 3rd and 15 now. This would be a massive stop for the Birds here in the red zone following the second straight fumble by Philadelphia. Oh, wow. Replay review comes in and says it's incomplete. Okay. I love that new rule change where replay can come in and change stuff really quick. That is a fantastic new rule.
Please don't make us go to commercial break for a minute 30 to then come back and tell us that.
All right, 3rd and 18 now. Ball all the way back at the Eagle 19, so they can technically get a first down at the 1. Mike Williams, Van Jefferson, looks like Jalen Warren in as well here. Maybe Cooper DeJean makes a play to make up for that fumble on the muff punt there. Here we go. Wilson in the gun. 3 receivers top of the formation. Freiermuth alone at the bottom. Wilson in the gun. Warren to his left. 10 on the play clock. 3:50 in this first quarter. Wilson calls for the football, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, steps up, throws, end zone. That's going to be incomplete, not even close. And this Bird defense, Josh, they are red hot so far today. Red hot.
How good is this Birds defense? And, I'm never going to miss an opportunity to do this, but shout out to Nolan Smith again, because Broderick Jones is a Georgia Bulldog, and so is Nolan Smith. And I'm sure that Nolan Smith had a lot of practices where he ate his lunch, and he's doing that so far today. Another great pressure, forcing a completion, now a 37-yard attempt.
All right, so we're going to be from the right hash here to try to tie this one up. Snap, hold, kick up. Ooh, a little shaky, but it's going to be good. That one was angling right there for a split second and came back into the middle. Got to like that. And that's going to be a tie football game, Josh. 3-3 in a game that the Eagles have absolutely dominated so far.
It's turnovers. At least it's only 3. Shout out to the defense. It feels a little bit of a, like, come on, get this thing together. Coop needs to protect the football better. So does Jalen.
Yep.
But you're right. Like, you look at this, the way the game has gone so far, the feel of it, you take away the turnovers, you're like, oh, there's one team that's been clear out in front. But it's the equalizer. Hit the like button, everybody. We appreciate it. Over 2,500 combined, almost 600 likes. And another thing to, as I say, hit the like button for the Buffalo Bills have taken a 14-0 lead off a Josh Allen QB sneak again. So that's 2 for Josh Allen today.
Please do not blow this chance to get the 1 seed way more interesting right now.
Just saying, it's a perfect opportunity if it keeps up. Long way to go today. Long game. But if the worst case scenario, be like if Detroit loses and then Philly botches this because of some mistakes and some turnovers, it would be miserable. So march down the field. Let's get a touchdown. Get this thing going. You can tell that Russell Wilson is struggling. He's not having a lot of time for one. But he's struggling to be able to get open guys on the secondary. It's take advantage. Don't let them linger and hang around here.
I totally agree. We stay on commercial break. Oh man, this has been a very fun game so far. It feels like 7-0, 10-0 is what the score really should be right now. But it is it's been turnover filled with 2 fumbles.
Yep. Can they overcome that? That's the question. A lot of times you see it and you're like, oh, if you lose the turnover battle, what does that look like for your chances of winning?
Yeah.
I would be relatively okay. Again, I'll just say this. If maybe this is too much of a negative, I don't want Coop to get injured, and we've seen some turnovers early. If you just fair catch, we don't even necessarily need to do a kick return. Let's just take it at the 30-yard line.
Fine by me.
Maybe that's too conservative, but
totally fine by me. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. All right, still on commercial break. We are still waiting here. Boy, lost in all of this today, Josh, is it's Baltimore and Pittsburgh next week. I forgot that was happening next week. Maybe the Steelers are, thinking about Lamar a little bit right now. What rough 2-game stretch if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I would be
brutal,
sick right now. But at least they don't have to travel very far in terms of Pittsburgh to Philly, and then obviously taking on another close state in terms of the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back.
Tough games.
3:42 to go. 10-win Pittsburgh, 11-win Philadelphia, 3-3. Eagles have dominated this one early. Jalen Hurts yet to throw an interception, but does have a costly fumble that didn't lead to points. That one doesn't matter. It's the Deshon fumble basically at the Eagle 12 on the ensuing punt that cost the Eagles 3 points. So now we see what the Eagle offense can do for drive number 3. I think got to get back to throwing the ball a little bit there. They try to get Saquon hot as this kick is going to be caught and then kneed by Gainwell at the back of the end zone. They were throwing it up and down the field on that first drive, Josh. I might kind of get back to that early here on drive number 3.
I don't see why not. As you said, it was working. No reason to go away from it. And it's unusual, I know, because most of the time it's like, hey, just run the football. But if Pittsburgh's selling out to stop Saquon, which they have so far, there's no reason to go against. Is Nate with the 5 as Eagles huddle up here. We appreciate that. Says, what's up, everyone? Hey, 2 fumbles and only 3 points. I'll take it all day. Defense is playing great. And Hurts is actually looking like really good throwing the ball. So
Eagles have 63 passing yards. Steelers have -3 passing yards. The Steelers have 1 total yard of offense as they start this one. The Eagles do at their own 30. Saquon, the running back, in the gun to the left of Jalen Hurts. Hurts takes the snap, play action, rolls to his left, stops, throws. That's going to be caught. There's 11 for a first down and more. And there is the magic of number 11. In the news a lot today this week, Josh. He's got 2 catches so far today. That one good from at least 15.
And the squad came together. BG apologized in a team meeting. AJ and Jalen kind of hugged it out in front of everybody to basically say we're all good. And as we knew, but yes, it's the secret weapon of AJ Brown.
16-yard gain up to the 46. Hurts going empty. He's going to throw again. Stops his feet. Throws left side.
Oh,
That's
my gosh.
There's AJ Brown again on the fake.
Come on.
Big one for another 20. It's a little calm down. A little first down.
Yeah. 3 catches already in the first half. You got to love that. 3 catches for AJ, targeting him early and often. You knew it was going to happen. Well into Pittsburgh territory now.
Joey Porter Jr. in coverage there. 1st and 10. 3 for 43 right now is A.J. Brown. All the way up at the 35-yard of the Steelers. Hurts going to keep this one at a zone read. Makes a man miss. There goes Jalen. Slides safely across down to the 24-yard line. 26-yard line. As Patrick Queen kind of got close to a late hit there. But here's a great read on T.J. Watt. He runs right by him for a gain of 8.
Whoop. Just made Patrick Queen look silly. Little juke.
Make it 7. 2nd and 3. Bird's already down at the Steeler 26-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Calls for the football, takes it. He's going to turn and get Barkley. Massive hole up the middle. There goes Barkley to the 20. Barkley to the 15.
Don't fumble.
Barkley to the 10. Still going.
Yes.
He's down at the 4-yard line. Holds on to the ball as well. A little scary there, Josh.
Yeah.
Birds are in the red zone, 1st and goal. This offense is unbelievable right now.
Fantastic blocking all around. You got Cam Jurgens pulling out to the left side, leading Saquon Barkley. You're right. He is everywhere to run. The only thing that terrified me was being chased from behind and not fumble the football. Thankfully, holds on.
1st and goal from the 5. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Stamps his foot. Takes the snap. Turn, give Barkley up the middle, and he's upended immediately by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Probably got back to the original line of scrimmage. That's a tough hit there. Barkley a little slow to get up here. 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, that was a great hit. Very
Hurts
good tackle.
Is 7 for 7 for 99 yards, Josh, and they're going to go quickly here.
Where are the haters at? Where are they?
A little quiet today. Let's see if he can throw a touchdown. That'd be nice, too. Hurts in the gun. 2nd and goal from the 5. AJ, the lone receiver, top of the formation. Hurts takes the snap.
Oh, come on.
He's going to throw. Stops, throws.
Let's
That's going to be caught. AJ Brown,
Yes!
touchdown. How quick was that, Josh?
Yes,
huh?
sir.
Oh, man.
You knew the first one. AJ Brown.
Oh, man.
The chat's going crazy. Heck yes.
Look at him. And he's dancing with Jalen Hurts right now.
Thank you.
Are we back? Are we
Thank
back? I
you.
think we're back.
We are. These guys are okay.
Wow.
People just
One
chill
on
out.
one. Little simple slant. He caught that. Oh, my goodness. Just high points it for the touchdown. About to be 10-3. This Eagle offense is going nuts right now.
Such a good throw. Such a good catch. Up 9-3. Come on, Jake.
We're hitting on a lot of our underdog plays right now as Elliott has a chance to make
early
this
on.
a 7-point lead, and he
All
does.
right. All right.
10-3 Philadelphia. That drive was absolutely incredible. Holy cow. That was a great drive. That was a great drive.
Is this a team that can throw the football? I thought that
It might
couldn't
be.
be done. Hang on now.
It might be.
What happened there? Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
And because A.J. Brown scored that touchdown, as I shared in the last video, everybody make sure to subscribe, of course. But if the Eagles win, I'm going to be giving away a signed A.J. Brown jersey. You just knew that the touchdown was going to happen because you see how he's played against Pittsburgh in his career and all the signs coming up to it. It's like, all right, let's go a little fake handoff to Saquon, over the middle to AJ. This team is looking good. Even take the 2 turnovers. It's 2 turnovers you've survived through, and you have a 10-3 lead.
Yep. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy that we're at that point. So, holy cow. Ooh, this Eagle offense is absolutely humming.
There we are. Let me hit some of these super chats also. Appreciate you guys. Almost 3,000 combined between the streams. Over 600 likes. Do us a favor and drop a like if you haven't already. Restrada with a 5 says, wouldn't change being a Birds fan for nothing. Let's freaking go. Jasper Henson with a 2. First quarter points. I can't believe it. Yes.
How about that? 10 of them. 10 of them.
Thomas has called a first quarter that has scored points.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
wild. People were calling for us to like swap it, and I was like, I don't think that it has anything to do with it. And now with point proven, so they've scored 10 points on Pittsburgh. People said it could not be done. Cranky Cletus with a 2 said, yes, we are back. Fly Eagles fly. And Christian with a 2 as well, saying this chemistry with a little fire and birds emoji.
Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Gotta like that. Got to like that. Holy cow.
Feeling so much better.
Oh, man. If this is the offense that you get the rest of the way, Josh, like if this is the playoff offense, then it's a big if, right?
Sure.
This team's not getting stopped by anybody at all. Not a chance. They're not getting stopped by anybody if this is what you have.
You're completely right. Please tell me what team could stop it when they're on that much of a, dominate on both sides or really all phases. Yeah. Adam with a 5 says, not sure if you agree, but despite the shaky start, the Eagles, through the eye test, look like the better team on both sides of the ball so far. 1,000%.
1,000.
Without a doubt. Defense flying around. They took the message personally from, I'm sure, Vic Fangio from the Carolina game.
Yep. I think Jalen has over 100 yards in the first quarter, which is crazy. So our little 196 there is looking pretty hot right now. Gotta like that. Trending
in the appropriate direction. Dave Edwards with a 10 bomb. Let's go, Dave. Appreciate that. Says calling it now 27 with a pick 6 today. Not even just an interception. A pick 6 from Q. If that hits Dave, I would love it.
Angled left, and that's going to be out the back of the end zone. They finally kick away from a Cordell Patterson as the Detroit Lions have scored a touchdown, Josh. Not exactly sure how, but they have. 14-7 Buffalo over the Lions. Is this one trending in the direction where if Detroit also loses and the Eagles win, they're going to be basically one game out. They'll be tied in terms of overall record, but one game out in terms of actually taking the 1 seed. So, all right. The Steelers do not have a first down yet, Josh.
Jared, real quickly, Jared Goff, 12-yard pass to Tim Patrick, for those that are curious. Okay. So
there you go. 0.1 yards per play for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. They have been anemic so far. Here's drive number 3. Sorry, 4, actually. This is going to be 1st and 10. Under center, Russell Wilson. He's 2 for 8 to start the day. 1:13 to go here. First quarter. 10-3 Eagles. I formation, Jalen Warren, the lone setback. Here's going to be a toss right to Warren, and he's going to be hit immediately and dropped by Nakobe Dean. He might have gotten a yard. Boy, this Eagle defense has looked good during the 9-game win streak, Josh. This might be the best we've seen.
It is. They're flying around. You could tell they took it personal last week. Nakobe Dean, Zach Bond, these linebackers are legit. We've known it for a number of weeks, but you see a little bit of shakiness, and there's some critics, some haters on the outside going, well, maybe not. Maybe they're not this good of a team. You're certainly seeing it today.
One more play here, and then we're going to end the first quarter. Wilson will go under center. Play number 14 for the Steelers, who have 2 total yards from the 31. 2nd and 9. I formation. Now they motion the fullback out of there. Here's a give to Warren up the middle. Decent hole there. There's a flag. This is going to be an illegal shift, I believe, on the Steelers. He got 4 on the run, but I believe they're going to bring this one back, and it should be an illegal shift.
Yep, I think you're right.
Yeah. It should be. Waiting on the call here. And it is. Illegal motion. So now make it 2nd down and 14 now.
Perfect. Ethan M with a 5 said they said Jalen can't throw. They said AJ and Jalen hate each other. They said we can't score in the first. This is the game. We shut them up. Go Birds.
Yep.
Very appropriate.
Totally agree. That has been the case. That has definitely been the case. I see a 20 bomb here from Frenzy Production says Q gonna get a pick.
Hey,
I hope so.
Please,
Gosh,
yes.
I hope so.
That's what we're calling for. It's time.
Second and
it's been way
14.
too long.
Warren still the running back now. A quick snap in the shotgun. It goes Russell Wilson, dumps it out of the backfield, caught by Warren. He makes a man miss. There's still another flag, and then gets tackled across the 35, about 3 yards short of the line to gain. See where this flag is, and the Steelers are walking back again. Another penalty on Pittsburgh, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They're getting a hold.
We are finally going to get a holding call. I was going to say, you could see it, but I was wondering if we're going to get the actual call. Finally. So what, second and 24?
Yeah, they got Dan Moore, the tackle. We got to see who was rushing up there, but it's just going backwards. Dan Moore is very upset about this, but all right. Eagle defensive line has been eating early so far in this game. They've been whooping these tackles, and that was a hold just to keep Russell Wilson's life alive.
Yep. Devin with a 5 as looks like winding down to the end of the first quarter. Says, I kept the Steelers defense in my fantasy this week. I am 100% okay with getting knocked out of the playoffs in the first round if we keep this up.
Okay,
so
that's the
Devin,
spirit, right? That is the right spirit.
We do. We appreciate you. You're willing to take the loss for this team to take the win.
Yep. That's the right way to do it.
I mean, honestly, if we shout out to where was that? Missed it. Oh, Raymond gifting 5 Philly Special Show memberships. There you go.
There you go.
5 members getting those. I was going to say, if you took away the turnovers, like it would almost be a picture perfect first quarter.
Pretty much.
Like you
Pretty much.
Throwing the passing game, the running game, the defense getting stops. The only thing that's given life to the Steelers so far are those 2 turnovers. And it's still only 3 points.
That's been the case so far. Oh, man. All right, go to commercial break here. You get to start in the second quarter. This is going to be fun.
So far, so good. Keep it up. Long game, obviously, so we don't count it for sure or anything like that. But looking at the Bills game, let's see. Buffalo has the ball. It's a 2nd and 6 on their own 45. 11-10 to play in the second quarter, leading 14-7. We'll take that.
Yeah, I think all of us would have taken that.
Let's see, got 2,800 people between both streams. We're almost to 700 likes. So, as we also say, in the meantime, with the commercial break, if you just want to drop a like, sub to the channels. Got videos all the time, instant reactions, any breaking news, of course. We're the first to hop on as well. So, and also ridiculous giveaway. So, if you want Thomas's Cooper DeJean signed Cooper DeJean helmet, make sure it's sub there. I've got the Saquon helmet signed. You really can't go wrong with any of these guys at this point, but
although DeJean did fumble earlier, so maybe I'll just keep this thing. You know, it's okay.
I feel like people still will be wanting to have that.
I don't know.
They'll be like, nah, Thomas, you just keep it. Keep it because he fumbled.
It's fine. I just keep it.
Maybe.
Oh man. Still on commercial break. These long.
It feels like they're. I don't know if it's the holidays are very close. Christmas is right around the corner. If they're longer, but it feels like that. I know it's a quarter break too, but Jay Battles doing drywall in my garage while watching the stream, watching the game and listening to your stream. Thank you for that.
Gotta
Good
like
luck
that.
On the
Appreciate
project,
that.
I suppose. Hopefully all goes well.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like something the wife made you do, huh? All right, we're back here for quarter 2, Josh. You have it the rest of the way until halftime, but total yardage 148-2 right now, and
Not
second
bad.
and 24 for Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Back at his 16. Jeez, here we go.
Yep. See what they could do. Russell Wilson takes a snap, dropping it back to pass. A little bit of pressure, gets it away quick, complete, and tackled immediately. I believe it's Callan Austin, but that's Nakobe Dean at the 21-yard line. Going to bring up a really long third down.
Nakobe Dean has done a lot of things better this year than we've ever seen, and throughout his entire career. Tackling, I think, has got to be number one. He's reading offenses well. He's hitting gaps well. Everything has been great. Coverage has been really good. Tackling in the open field has been unbelievable by 17. Third and 18.
Russell Wilson in the gun. Jalen Warren to his right takes the snap, 4-man pressure. Feeling a little bit of time, dumps it off, short, complete, and Zach Bond there to tackle him along with Jalix Hunt, Nakobe Dean, and others. Only a gain of 2, and that is a 4th down punt coming up.
Well, there's something that 53 does really well too, Josh, and that is also open field tackling. It's the reason why they're one of the best linebacker tandems in the entire NFL, which is pretty nuts. And there is maybe the defensive player of the year finalist, and we'll see. We'll see.
He should be.
A great tackle there by Zach Bond, and they still don't have a first down, Josh. They still do not have a first down in this game.
It's defensive for real. Frenzy Productions with a 5. Saquon going to get a 40-plus yard touchdown run. Hopefully so, as the punt is away from Steelers. It's short. Caught by Cooper DeJean at the 32. Plenty of room to run. The 40, the 45, 50. Has blockers up to the 45 of Pittsburgh and goes down. Great return. Holds onto the football. And Eagles get it in Pittsburgh territory.
It might be the best punt return of the Eagles season so far. That was at least 20 or 25 as Cooper DeJean gets a lot of high fives coming off the field right there. We'll go to commercial break, but got to like 33. He was a great punt returner at Iowa. I know we kind of forget that. He's been so good in the slot for Philadelphia, but the fumble earlier and makes up for it with a nice return there. Eagles have great field position. And I'm not going to say a knockout blow chance, Josh, but with the way the defense is playing, 17-3 early in the second quarter is going to be pretty nuts.
Crush the spirits. Just saying.
Uh-oh. James Cook, rushing touchdown. Buffalo has scored again. About to be 21-7 in Detroit.
Let's go. 8:15 to play in the second quarter. Still a long game, but, you know, what about that Detroit Lions defense, huh? 21 points already allowed?
It's so early, Josh, but how much fun would a Buffalo Bill Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl be? That would be, like, there are a couple matchups that people would really enjoy. I think, you know, Ravens Eagles is something that they're throwing out a lot. Technically, Steelers Eagles was thrown out there a lot too. It's like a fun matchup. Buffalo Philadelphia, the fan base matchup, the colors on the football field, the quarterbacks. You know, both teams struggle in Super Bowls in the past, even though the Eagles obviously got one in 2017. That would be quite the matchup. I know it's really early. You know, I don't crucify me in the chat.
Well, hey, I'd
be pretty fun.
I would sign up for it. I mean, honestly. Oh, hang on. Wait, this is not serious, is it? Hang on. Frank from Philly is saying this, and we got to confirm this. He says, holy, Patrick Mahomes is out the rest of the season and has to get surgery on ankle. Is that official?
I am not seeing that on Twitter.
Okay, hang on. Frank, don't be just throwing that. If this is legit.
There's no way that they would already know
Don't be spreading. Is it legit or is it?
No, I got 11 minutes ago. It's not considered to be broken. It's
okay,
not,
yeah. I'm seeing I'm seeing considered week to week. Frank, what are you doing?
Here you go.
What are you doing?
Considered to be week to week based on the preliminary diagnosis. X-rays were negative. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's why we fact check these.
Come on,
things.
Frank.
What's Frank doing?
I don't know. What are you doing there, Frank?
Getting his news from?
Come on. You're making me go like, what in the world's happening here?
Oh man, how was he? He's getting his news from Blue Sky or something. I don't know. I don't know where he's getting his.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm like, I surely would have gotten notifications of it just blowing up, and I didn't see anything. So what did I miss?
All right, back to commercial break.
Brandon Keene with the 2 as Brady's breaking down the pass defensive play real quick. Appreciate that. Says hit the like button, people. Fly Eagles fly. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I would
Almost
do it.
Up to 800.
Boy, Brady just showing off the coverage, essentially, for Philadelphia, and goodness gracious, it's so good. Now, they're going to complain that there's no George Pickens in this game, which, you know, is a fair complaint, but the fact they can't even get a first down is nuts, and the Birds are inside Steeler territory for this next snap, Josh. 45-yard line. Time
to take advantage. Jalen in the pistol, takes the snap, handoff Barkley right side, not a whole lot of room to run, makes the first man miss, but then Patrick Queen wraps him up. Looks like back the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Yeah, one thing to hang the hat on so far has been the run defense, except for that 120-yarder Saquon broke on the previous drive to get him down into the red zone. But other than that, Birds have had anything they've wanted. Jalen has opened this game, Josh, 8 for 8, over 100 yards, and the passing touchdown to A.J. Brown.
So good. Such a great start. 13 minutes to play in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 now from the Pittsburgh 45. Jalen in the gun takes the snap, handoff Barkley up the middle. A little bit more room to run, but still not a whole lot. And Patrick Queen makes the tackle after a gain of 3 yards, bringing up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I saw the same hole that you did, Josh. I thought he was going to get a lot more than 3 or 4 there. Patrick Queen closed that hole really quickly. You know, I feel like we complain about play calling too much when they don't run enough. You know, they need to run more, but I feel like throwing has been kind of hot so far this game. I probably got to throw here on 3rd and 7 at least.
You might as well. See what they do. Jalen in the gun. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. Has a little bit of time. Left side complete. A.J. Brown, first down and more to the 30. Breaks a tackle. 25 finally brought down. And he's always open. It's a slant route, but come on. A.J. Brown.
Here's the plan for the postseason, Josh. The Monday before the actual Eagle wild card or, first round matchup, we just need all the media members to rip the passing game and say that A.J. Brown hates Jalen Hurts, and then this happens.
Yes.
A.J. Brown is completely has a fire underneath him today. He has gone nuts so far, and Hurts is 9 for 9. Up to
Unreal.
25.
Jalen taking the snap now, left side, going for A.J. again, nearly picked off. That's a much better play defensively from A.J. Brown than it was there, but Joey Porter had a great opportunity for an interception.
I love it, though, Josh, right? One of the things we talked about in terms of the passing game is Jalen being a little too conservative, not wanting to throw interceptions. And so a lot of go balls to A.J. Brown, you saw him kind of early in the season. They died off the past couple of weeks. That was just a home run, one-on-one, throw it up to 11 and see what happens. And Joey Porter Jr. is a first-round draft pick, a really good cover corner, made a great play. But these are the type of things we were talking about when we were saying we want to take more shots. There's a shot play there. Didn't work. I still like it.
Yep. Fine being aggressive. Definitely okay with that. 5 seconds on the play clock here. Now Kenny Gainwell in. Jalen in the gun. Takes the snap. Blitz is coming from Pittsburgh. Has a little bit of time. Backpedaling over to Smitty. Complete. Short of the sticks. Thrown out of bound. But it'll be a third and about 3 yards coming up.
Every week you look at the opposing team's best cornerback, right? And you wonder, are they going to shadow one of these Eagle receivers? Are they going to stay on their side? There were talks this week about Joey Porter shadowing A.J. Brown, and then at the end he said, nah, he's going to play his side. This time Smitty working on him. The Birds don't care. They are so confident in these two receivers that even if it's a guy like Joey Porter Jr., who is a very good cornerback, they're going to throw his way drive after drive after drive, and these Eagle receivers are really whipping him early today. 3rd and 3.
Eagles into the red zone. Ball on the 18 of Pittsburgh. 5 seconds on the play clock. Jalen empty set. Takes the snap. Has a little bit of time. Looking over the middle. Now right side. Complete. Kenny Gainwell. The 10 has the blockers. The 5 brought down at the 2-yard line. Kenny Gainwell. It's going to be a 1st and goal.
We're going to keep raving about Jalen Hurts, Josh. Kenny Gainwell is his 3rd or 4th read on this play. Just kind of comes out of the backfield and sits in the opening of this zone. Hurts looks left. He comes back, looks right. And then there's Kenny Gainwell all alone, just waiting for this pass. And there were times in this past 9 weeks where Jalen Hurts would not throw that football. He wouldn't see him. He does now, though, and makes a big gain down to the 2 and a chance for another touchdown to go up double digits. Injured Steeler, though. And It's the other cornerback.
Yeah, Dante Jackson down. Doesn't look
too
great. I think it was the tackle or the hit, I believe.
That's
Probably
big.
Going to commercial break, but yeah.
That's big. That's the other corner opposite of Joey Porter Jr. So you're going to have a backup on a day where A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts are as red hot as they come.
11 for 12, 144 yards and a touchdown for Jalen Hurts today. Yeah, this is the happy medium that we'd all been talking about. Like, you don't want Jalen to be too conservative, to not throw any turnover, or to not throw any interceptions, not have any turnovers where you take out all big shot plays, right? Like, be aggressive, throw the football down the field. When you have an opening, go ahead and take it. But you also don't want it to be to the extreme where, he was turning the ball over all the time. So, yes, he still got the fumble, but I think from the passing attack, you've seen it completely different. Him going, all right, hey, look, there's a guy open. Throw the football. Get rid of it. It's made a huge difference so far.
You're still looking at Jackson. Here's our little look at Lane Johnson versus T.J. Watt, and I'll let you guess who won that battle, Josh. Jeez.
Just throws him down to the ground at the end. I love that. He already had him beat because the ball was out, but why not?
Crazy. Oh, man. All right. Well, 1st and goal. I don't think you're in tush-push formation, Josh. I think it's like 2.5 yards. We got to see where they spot it. They're giving us close-up of the players right now. But I don't know if this is close enough. Maybe a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. That would be kind of fun.
You really might as well try it. I mean, on the first one, as Dante Jackson is up and walking off, his helmet has been taken away from him so far. I don't know if it is a concussion. He's holding his head, so we'll see what that is. Keith already posted, but obviously has to come out for it. I mean, it's going to be at least one play, but looks like for a while.
All right, 1st and goal, here we go. They've had 9 first downs compared to 0 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 191 yards compared to 11. Looks like a couple of big bodies are in. I think you might be in shove formation here, Josh. Let's see.
Okay.
No, they're going to line up in the shotgun with Kenny Gainwell.
Interesting. I would go Saquon, but I guess we'll see. Jalen in the gun. Kenny Gainwell to his right, takes the snap. High snap, able to get it down, and Jalen holds on to it. That could have been, oh my gosh, he was able to get the snap, wanted to hand it off to Gainwell, and instead just takes it, maybe a loss of 1, but the biggest thing is no turnover.
Let's see the snap here, Josh. It hits, it's high, and then Hurts goes up to grab it, and then he hits it further up in the air. It's like a jump ball.
Golly.
Him and Gainwell kind of fight to save it, and then Hurts takes the punishment at the end, but it's going to back him up probably another half yard. So no Saquon again on the second and goal snap, though. Gainwell remains in.
It's kind of interesting.
Throw it to A.J. Brown again. Why not? I mean, come on.
You might as well. He got trips left. 7 seconds on the play clock. Jalen in the gun. Gainwell to his right. Now 3 on the play clock. Doesn't look like they're going to get this one off. They got to take a timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, that high snap, and then you get gang tackled by 30 Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to pull them all off the pile. It slows things down. It's fine to use a timeout there. Still 9:52 to go here in this second quarter.
There's some speculation, I guess, of why Saquon wouldn't be in there. Did he not have another run, though, after that?
I thought he came back in after that. Well, it'd be nice if the camera people give us a shot of Saquon on the sideline. He obviously is still there, but he has not been in here in the goal line situations, and clearly a problem. Is Saquon in the blue medical tent? He might be.
Oh, he is. Yep. Just headed to the medical tent now. That's not good.
Great.
That's not good. Hopefully nothing serious.
Okay. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. That is bad news there. But the Eagles still have a second and goal. So Gainwell, probably some Shipley the rest of the way, depending on what happens with Saquon Barkley. All right, second and goal.
Jalen now in the gun. Gainwell to his left. Takes the snap. Jalen's going to try to run it and able to push forward for just a yard. Patrick Queen, good stop. Looks like Minkah Fitzpatrick as well. So it'll be a third and goal from maybe just inside the 2.
Eagles, 1 yard line, automatic. 3 or 4 yard line, it's a little tougher, right? They can't seem to figure it out. No Saquon Barkley. They go for the quarterback power. It just hasn't worked enough, Josh, right? I in this situation, I feel like just let's let A.J. Brown run some slants. There's Saquon Barkley. He just checked back out of the tent.
Okay.
He's holding his helmet, but he's not in for this snap, though. Third and goal, though. Come on.
Got trips left. 8 on the play clock. Jalen in the gun again. Motions out Smitty to the far side left. Takes the snap, looking left. Has a blitz coming. Gets it away. Smitty slant. Touchdown. Let's go. Eagles rolling.
Josh, this is the perfect play call. They have 3 receivers, including Dotson at the top, and they basically run a double rub route here. And so the cornerback having to guard Smitty, who motioned right before the snap, he runs one way, has to come back the other, and he has to get through not only 11, but also 83 and the 2 cornerbacks, the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is really well designed.
Golly.
And that's just way too hard to do if you're a Pittsburgh Steeler DB. And you got a Smitty touchdown, you have an A.J. Brown touchdown, Hurts is thrown to. It's about to be 17-3.
Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is down the middle. There we go. 17-3. I mean, let's play the song.
You gotta like that, huh? Gotta like that.
It's like a picture-perfect start. You could, yes, the turnovers, but like everything, every other phase, running the football, passing the football, defensively, they're not getting a first down. They can't get anything. I mean... And you see the passing game clicking. They're starting to fire on all cylinders. You see the routes. Everyone gaining in the confidence and the momentum there. I mean, Jalen now, what is he at? He's got, I had that a second ago. There we go. Jalen, 12 for 13, 146, and 2 touchdowns.
Gotta like that. Averaging
9 minutes to play
yards per pass
in the second quarter.
Perfect passer rating, 153 as well. About as good a start as you could hope for. Smitty and AJ combined for 9 for 98 and 2 touchdowns.
Golly. Well, say that for the doubters.
Oh, man.
Joe, yes, I realize that we are 10 seconds behind, but that is because we sync up on these, and that's why we share as many of the play clock time as we can for people to sync up.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And plus the YouTube delay, too. So
there's extra delay.
There's not much that we can do about the YouTube delay. So, yep.
But we do appreciate the over 3,000 of you hanging out.
Crazy.
Almost 1,000 likes. We could get there if people would just drop a like real quick.
Easily.
Get 1,000 likes before halftime here. Appreciate you guys. Also, I believe had a couple super chats, or at least one here, from Nate with a 2, saying to all those Hurts haters, passing game looks spot on.
Gotta like that. I would agree. Defense looks spot on too. We're not talking about. No one's gonna talk about the defense after this game. I mean, we're talking about AJ and Smitty and Hurts. Pretty good so far.
Yeah. It's Mr. Chris saying, yeah, per Jalen about his play, it's going to look how Jalen wants it to look.
Yep.
It's looked pretty good so far.
So. Pretty
Toys
good
and Kids with a 2 says, Dan Cilio, what do you got to say now?
Yeah,
There's
for real.
A lot of hate being spewed earlier, so.
It is crazy, right? I mean, a lot of media members gambled on the fact that the Eagles' passing attack sucked, right? That was the big gamble. Like, it's that bad. And now everyone who didn't gamble on it and said that maybe we should just wait, like two people talking to each other right now. I don't know, maybe us, but feeling a lot better about ourselves, I would say. A lot better about ourselves.
Yeah. Not to brag or boast or anything, but,
Sure. We don't want to do that.
No. It's just the overreactions, the week-to-week lead.
I know. 9-play, 45-yard drive. There's still 9 minutes in the second quarter, Josh. It's 17-3 right now. It's
crazy. That's unbelievable.
How it's just crazy. The Steeler offense has been this anemic.
Mm-hmm. They're about to kick it
Who
off
wants to get a pick, huh?
Yes, we need it. Is it Gianzi with a 2? We appreciate the 2. Go Cowboys. Absolutely not. Get that one out of here.
Yeah, thanks for your
I would
money,
actually refuse the 2 if I could.
We'll take it, though.
And the kick is out of the end zone. So, Steelers ball at the 30.
Saquon was on the sideline there. They just looked at him. He was talking to Mailata. It looks like they were, going over some play stuff. So, he seems to be just fine. Probably will come back in. Although, you wonder how many more touches he gets if this game gets a little more out of hand. But he's also going to try to go for 2,000 yards rushing. He kind of needs 100 yards rushing today. So, got to keep an eye on how they utilize him going forward the rest of the way. But so far, George Pickens is a massive part of this offense, Josh. I get that he is out, but they have just had 0 going in the passing game. Very little carries for Najee Harris. 9 minutes to go. It's not far from over, but another chance for the defense to get a stop here.
Big drive here for the Steelers as they're down 17-3. Ball on the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson, fake toss right to Najee Harris. Now left side, complete. That one is that Miller? Oh, Skoranek. First down to the left side, almost up to midfield. So a first down for the Steelers comes a little bit under 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. See what they do there.
Yeah, they fake the toss right and then throw the slant back to the left. Scotty Miller coming on that crosser from his original slot position. And there's a good play design. They've been trying to get one going, and now that Justin Fields has checked in for a little wildcat action. They do this from time to time.
All right, interesting to see this. 10 on the play clock. Now motion here to the left side. Takes the snap, going to take off and run left. He's got a little bit of a lane, gets through it, and a little bit more. And a big hit at the end as he tried to slide down Reed Blankenship with a hit, but that shouldn't be. Are you kidding? There's going to be a flag there? How is that a flag?
That is such a late flag, and it's such a bad call, too, because he hadn't slid down yet. He had not begun the motion of sliding whenever Reed hit him.
No.
I mean, geez, what's Reed supposed to do here? He's still running, and then he gets
so
hit.
Close. He's a ball carrier. Either. Like, you got to be kidding me. They're going to call that.
That's going to be a weak call. What do you want Reed to do? Goodness gracious. Maybe they'll pick it up. Let's see. Nope, they didn't. What do you want him to do? And it wasn't even a big hit. It was just like, hey, I got to do something. You want to run by me?
In a bang play, going that fast with a dangerous runner like Justin Fields, what else are you supposed to do?
And he still kept his head up. He just kind of put his arms around him. He wasn't he didn't hit him in the head.
So weak.
Yeah. There's a lot of those where you want to protect the quarterback. As Reed laughs this one off, he can't believe it. But that's not one. And we're a little biased, but that one is not one. That's a very clean hit.
Yeah, not even close. Well, with the penalty, though, it's going to be all the way to the 30-yard line of Philly. So best field position by a mile outside of the turnovers, but how they've been able to move the football. So Russell Wilson, tossed left side. Warren has a little bit of space, brought down. Good tackle by Jalix Hunt, and Zach Bond, gain of about 4 yards, brings up 2nd and 6.
Shout out Jalix Hunt. Being an edge rusher is not just rushing the passer. You got to be able to stop the run, and he's done a great job, especially with the upgraded snap since BG got hurt, though. Not a lot of Najee Harris today, Josh. Kind of surprised. He's been their bell cow. I know they mix Warren in a lot, but Harris only has, 3 carries for basically nothing. He's back in on this one, though, on 2nd and 6.
Let's see where they go here now. Ball on the 26 of Philly. Russell Wilson under center. Eagles showing pressure. Now motion out to the right side. Takes the snap. Handoff Najee Harris up the middle. Has a little bit of a hole. Pushing forward. Still a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, well, right on cue. There's your another. There's a carry from Harris. Good hard run up the middle and 3rd and short. Those penalties, though, really have moved this football into scoring position. I mean, they're creeping on the red zone right now.
Yeah, not really earned yards, I would say. Gianzi with a 5 saying, just kidding. Okay, earlier, just kidding. F the Cowboys, go Birds. All right, we'll
there you go.
Making up for that. All right, big 3rd down. Steelers 0 for 5 today so far. 8 on the play clock. Russell Wilson in the gun. Jalen Warren to his left. Has trips right now. Motion Calvin Austin to the left. 2 on the play clock. Takes the snap. 5-man pressure. Getting pressure by Nolan Smith. Rolling out right side. Trying to buy time. Chased by Ogunjobi. And gets the first down marker just barely before Dean knocks him out of bounds. First down.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, always known for being extremely athletic. He's not that fast, though. He is not someone you can outrun or that will outrun you if he gets around the edge. And this is, like you said, more Ogunjobi, a defensive tackle, chasing him down. If this is Lamar Jackson, it's a 10-yard gain. Russell Wilson barely able to get this ball across the line to gain and falls out of bounds, but good play there by 3.
Ball into the red zone now. At the 19-yard line. 8 on the play clock. Russell Wilson in the gun. Looked like motion on the line. There's no flag called. Now 3 on the play clock. Russell Wilson will get the snap. Handoff this time Warren to the right side. Tries there. Only a gain of about a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. But that looked like a false start.
Yeah, Jalen Carter was furious. He literally stood up and looked over at the line judge and was like, what's going on? And then, of course, he made the tackle. So anytime you get Jalen Carter upset, it normally bodes well for Philadelphia. So we'll take it. Slay, though, is sitting on his butt. Looking like he's probably going to check out of the game here. This is interesting. He's no, he's not standing up yet. He's holding that right ankle, maybe? Right calf? I think it's the ankle.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't know what it is there. He didn't look like he was in pain, but he can't really get up.
Is he cramping? You can cramp in cold weather. It's possible.
Yeah. Could be. Let's see. Got some of the other super chats I'll run through as we're in a commercial break, so they'll check on Slay. Devon said with a 2 says this is why we get mad at Jalen because we know he can. That's
okay.
Jalen being able to play to this level. You get mad at Jalen at times because he's not or wasn't doing that. Okay, I guess I could somewhat understand.
I guess. Still, people were calling Jalen someone who couldn't throw, or saying that he,
right. There's a level
is terrible. Yeah, it's a little different.
It's one thing to be like, okay, we're upset about the way that he's playing. It's another thing to say he's washed. He's a running back. He is not capable of doing it at that level. But yeah, you can understand that. Neil Taylor with the 2 saying y'all the best Eagles stream out there. Thank you. That really means a lot.
I think we're the most watched right now
time.
too, so we appreciate that. Did Josh Allen just throw another touchdown? The answer is, well, he got him down to the red zone. Did they score yet? Let's see. 21-14. They got 3rd and goal at the Detroit 6. Let's all hang out here and see.
Okay.
See what happens in this one, if they're going to get a score before halftime. Colts 10, Broncos 7. Cardinals 10, Patriots 3. Chargers 17, Bucks 10. A lot of these games coming down to the end of the first half. We're waiting to see if Buffalo is going to score. Looks like they had a penalty, so they're going to back them up a little bit. 3rd and goal, though. That would be big to get a 2-touchdown lead going into halftime, though. You got to like that. Yeah,
we can get up to 28-14. 28 points allowed by the Detroit defense in the first half.
Pretty good.
Take that one. Cranky Cletus with a 2 saying, back to the Reed Blankenship call, that was BS, but go Birds. It was... Yeah, you gifted them 15 yards to move right down the field.
Yep, I totally agree. Okay, let's see. Did Buffalo do anything? Have they snapped this football yet? No, they're still waiting. So they might have called timeout. They're inside the 2-minute warning. So
it could be a 2-minute warning, maybe.
Could be a timeout or something like that. We'll see. Pretty good Steeler drive here. Depending on what happens at the end of this one, Birds might need to go down and get another score before the end of the half. Okay, so Slay has come out, and he is standing in front of the heater, Josh, and getting some heat on that right leg. Ooh. He got rolled. Oh, he got cleated a little bit there, it looks like. All right, Isaiah Rodgers.
That doesn't feel good.
No, he's very familiar with the situation. He's in.
2nd and 9, ball on the 19. Russell Wilson in the gun. Najee Harris to his right. 14 on the play clock, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, feeling the pressure at the middle. Now going to take off and run to the 15, tries to juke and slide just short of the sticks at the 10-yard line. He'll be a yard short, so it'll be a 3rd and 1.
I think I just hit on my Russell Wilson higher than 8.5 rushing yards, Josh. That might be, we'll see. That was going to be sneaky difficult. You never know. Might have gotten it, though. We'll see.
I think you did, actually, yes.
I got it. Let's go. Let's go.
So what do you need have left?
This is on the 3x one. I need a Barkley catch in the first half. It's not looking good.
Getting back
and
in
then I
there.
need Hurts to get 200 passing yards as they sneaked
The
on
1 yard.
3rd and 1, so they got it.
Yeah. A couple more yards for
Saquon
Russell
to catch
Wilson.
a pass.
So it's going to be
Because of
first
course
and goal.
Saquon's going to catch a pass in the first half, right? No.
You thought so.
17-10 going into halftime, Josh, would feel like a massive win for the Steelers, honestly. It feel like the Steelers won big time. If they're able to score here and then hold the Birds, that would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be big time. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Russell Wilson under center. Now Freiermuth to left side motion. 8 on the play clock. Now motion Freiermuth to the right side. Toss to Najee Harris. Going to try to take the hole. And good hit stop there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. A loss of 1. Second and goal.
Somebody absolutely flung Darnell Washington, Josh, who's like 7'30". He's a massive, massive human being drafted out of Georgia. And he just got thrown like he was 3 feet tall by somebody on the defensive line. I'd love to see a replay, but goodness, 80 just went flying there. Great run defense there by Philadelphia. Second and goal.
Yeah, I don't know who that was either, but that was it's very noticeable whenever you have some guy that goes that direction.
He just got flying backwards. He's a massive human being. All right, second and goal from the 9.
3:30 to play in the first half. 4 seconds on the play clock. Russell Wilson under center. Now play action to Najee Harris. Left side rollout complete and tackle there made by Cooper to Gene for no gain on Van Jefferson. Brings up a 3rd and goal.
All the crowd just without even really talking about it throughout the course of the season, all going Coop in unison at Philly is such a fun thing to do. You think back to even the Steelers with Heath Miller, they all go Heath. It's really fun when they all go Coop.
It's
and that's
not
a great
much better than that.
There by 33. That's not easy to do.
The chat's doing it too. That's also the best part. You got the audible and then also the visual here for the Coop messages. Big 3rd down though. 3rd and goal. Ball at the 9-yard line. 2:45 to play in the first half. 5 seconds on the play clock. Russell Wilson in the gun. Has Warren to his left. 2 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap off. Looking over the middle. Now has time. Over right side. Has Freiermuth. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Oh,
CJ had almost a pick there. And that's a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought for sure Gardner-Johnson had a pick there. It's a little out route from the slot.
Man.
And there's Pat Freiermuth. He's been really good. I said in the pregame, he's probably the one receiver as a tight end. That actually scares me in the passing game. And what a response from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Josh. You got to give them credit. This was 17-3. Their offense didn't have a first down, and he's working on a kind of Bond and Gardner-Johnson in a little zone combo there. And they go right down the field, and they find Pat Freiermuth, and it's a one-score game.
Man, that was so close. That just really looked like CJ was going to get that as the extra point is up and off the crossbar. Oh, he made
doinked
it.
in.
He doinked it in. Golly, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, my goodness.
He really made that.
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't want to keep talking about my underdog fantasy picks here, Josh, but I have that 4 for 175, like the 20X or whatever.
Yeah.
I need an AJ touchdown, a Freiermuth touchdown, have them both. I need a Saquon touchdown and a Hurts pick. So let's hope that one of those two happens.
I would root for a lot of this for you. Maybe not the Hurts one.
We'll see.
Close on the other one, though. AJ receptions already got. Jalen yards, well on your way. Russell Wilson yards.
Yep.
Just get the Saquon.
Good.
The Saquon. You insert him in there through a screen pass. Hopefully he's good to go. Man, that was so close as CJ had an opportunity on that one.
They're looking at Gardner-Johnson on the sideline, but they're not actually touching him. They're kind of they're all huddled around him right now, but they're not working on any area of his body. But still, 11 plays, 70-yard scoring drive, Josh. Took 6.5 minutes. That was pretty impressive. 3 third-down conversions on that drive. They didn't have a single one going into that one. So still, 234. We mention it every week. Hurts and this offense have been fantastic on their 2-minute drives. You're going to maybe get some points here and make this not as close of a game. You go 2 for 1, too, because they get the football to start the third quarter.
Yep. Try to take advantage of that one. Even a field goal, right? Like you just get 3 points, go up 20-10. Touchdown would be incredible, but See what they do. Kick is away. Going to be returned by Kenny Gainwell after the 10-15. Right side has a little bit of space. 25 cuts back up the middle and brought down at the 30. He could have just nailed it.
Well, he hesitated. I'm glad he got to the 30. That was interesting.
that's fair.
Now we got to wait and see if Saquon Barkley comes out as we look to see.
I think it's still Kenny.
Is it?
I think it is. It looked like he was staying on. Yeah,
It
he's in
is.
the huddle.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting.
I mean, hopefully it's precautionary. You assume he's, if he needs to go back in there, but I guess we'll see. 2:28 to play, second quarter. Handoff, Kenny G up the middle. This one goes for about 3 yards. Maybe 4. I guess 3. We'll call it second and 7.
Still, the way this game is going, Josh, right? I mean, this was 17-3. You start to wonder maybe Saquon, he's on the sideline with his helmet, by the way. He's standing right next to the running backs coach and said, maybe he's just waiting to go in. I don't know. But the way this game is going is the Pittsburgh Steelers use their first timeout, so 2:22 to go. They're going to need Saquon to close this game, right? This is close.
For sure.
I mean, it's a one-score game. You got to get 26 back out there. He's walking on the field.
He's ready.
I don't know.
He's good. He's good to go. Let's get it back out there.
I don't know.
Yeah, G. Brown says Saquon looks okay. They're just being cautious. Maybe so. I think he might be coming out or coming back onto the game. You going to put Saquon out there? They do like Kenny on the 4-minute offense, the 2-minute offense for receiving, but
I guess. Yeah, it's still Gainwell.
Yeah. All right. Second and 7. Depending on what they do here, Steelers will probably take another timeout. You got 10 on the play clock. Jalen in the gun. Kenny to his right. Smitty and AJ on the far side left. Dotson and Calcaterra near side right. 2 on the play clock. Motions Smitty to the left. Now takes the snap, looking left. Has a little time. Going to take off and run up the middle. Tripped up by TJ Watt. It'll be a gain of a yard, so not officially a sack, but brings up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Jalen dropped back. Watt kind of gets the better of Lane Johnson here. They even chip him, but really, this is just Hurts kind of walking into the waiting arms of TJ Watt. He didn't actually beat Lane Johnson. As you look at the replay there, and just trips him up, barely gets the foot, as his hand on his right foot, and they're going to burn another timeout. So you're going to have a 3rd down and 6.5, Josh, and it's 2-minute warning, and yet the Steelers get this football back. They could tie this at halftime, which would be just unbelievable.
Still got 2 timeouts. Yeah, so there's plenty of time on their side. This is not the time to go conservative. Get the first down, keep moving down the field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the defense has been good because we talk about like turnovers and the 15-yard penalty on Reed Blankenship. The Pittsburgh offense has not had a drive where it's like, just march right down the field and get there. But you have some penalties, you have some timely plays, and they're right in this one-score game.
We checking in on Buffalo. Tyler Bass missed a 24-yard field goal. So they had it in the red zone, and they missed a really easy kick there, and it's just 21-14. Wow.
How does that happen?
Wow.
I gotta see. Someone's surely has posted this video. I gotta see this play.
Yeah, it's way right. He missed it way right.
Come on,
Sick.
Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler Bass.
24 yards?
That's gracious. Although I don't know how much we can talk because obviously, Jake Elliott's not been fantastic.
He's not been fantastic, but a 24-yarder.
Pretty bad.
Jeez. That's terrible. I mean, I would show people the play, but we can't for copyright reasons, obviously. But if you can, go look it up. Tyler Bass, that from 24 yards, that's ridiculous.
All right.
We'll commercial break. See what Philly comes back from the 2-minute warning. Dials up here. We did get over 1,000 likes, by the way, so appreciate you guys. We're well over 1,000 likes, over 3,000 people on the streams hanging out, having a blast all year.
Sweet.
Going to be giving away an A.J. Brown signed jersey if the Eagles win, since A.J. already scored the touchdown. So make sure to subscribe and get entered for those.
I am 279 subscribers away from giving the helmet away on a show this week. So if you want to get in on it, hit us up. 70K. We're getting close. All right. Close. Well, what do you think?
Hey, you know what? Detroit, they just missed a field goal. Much longer one, but they still missed a field goal. Jake Bates, 52-yard field goal. Miss, so 36 seconds remaining in the half. Buffalo still has 2 timeouts. Maybe they go back down and get a field goal. We'll see.
Yeah, well, they're showing us Saquon's hit here that probably caused the injury on that right knee. But Detroit and Buffalo are playing in a dome right now, so they're missing a lot of dome field goals. So get the Lions out of the dome, man. It's all that matters. 3rd and 7.
See what they do here. It's 15 on the play clock. Jalen in the gun. He's got Kenny to his left. And flags fly here.
Lane false started. Yep, that's going to make it harder. Wow, 3rd and a lot longer.
Gosh. Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, gearing up for T.J. Watt. He'll do that.
Yeah, TJ doesn't move. You know, he's one of those rare talents at defensive end. Sometimes they move, sometimes they don't. You think like a Myles Garrett can be on either side. Watt likes to be on his one side, and fortunately for him today, he's going to work on Lane Johnson. They've credited him with a sack, though, on that Hurts play, technically, even though I thought Hurts got back across the line. But they technically have given him a sack. 3rd and 12.
Jalen now takes a snap, 4-man pressure, looking to the left side, has a little bit of time, chased by T.J. Watt, and did he hold on to the football? I think he did. I think he held on to it. That was a sack officially,
man.
But good gosh, that's just beat Lane Johnson. That's why he's Defensive Player of the Year.
All right, well, curious why Pittsburgh hasn't called timeout yet because there's 1:45 left. Boy, they even chipped him, too, and he still got by Lane Johnson. That's going to be Lane's first official sack he's given up in a long time, Josh. And
how did he not fumble?
Miracle that he hung on to that football. And the Steelers, why did they take so long to stop the clock? Now they finally do with 1:26 to go. That was weird. Momentum has swung, Josh. It's 17-3, and it's 17-10. They're about to get the football back. Momentum has definitely swung. Big time.
Yep. Turnovers
Big
early
time.
made it to where it was not as big of a blowout, and then you got some defensive plays. Touchdown from Russell Wilson that was very close from C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
And no Saquon. I don't know if the rest of the way. I just don't know.
Gosh. Yeah, I guess you're right. Two sacks so far for T. The first one didn't seem like that, but whatever. All right, one timeout remaining for the Steelers now. So there's 1:29 to play in the first half. Braden Mann gets the punt away. He's been really good as of late. This one is not a good punt at all. This is a terrible short shank punt. I don't know why they let it roll backwards, and they did.
I don't either.
At the 45-yard line of Philly. So Braden Mann ends up punting that one for about, 33 yards, if my math is correct on that? A 33-yard punt?
I think he was worried about it getting hit. He's hot, too. He's very upset of himself. But, I mean, this was a punt at your own 5, and so maybe just a little worried about maybe having something happen, block. I don't know, but defense is going to have to kind of button up here. They've been great on every drive but the previous one.
Well, I was going to say, if you flip the field enough away, like the time becomes an issue. It's not now. The 45, now Russell Wilson complete over the middle, first down. Freiermuth, he fumbled the football, and he's able to get back on it. Gosh, that was an opportunity.
Yeah, first hit there by Blankenship. They're still going to get 12 yards, and then Dean came in, I think, and punched this one out. They can go hurry up, though. That's a big gainer. They're up to the 34-yard line.
59 seconds to play in the first half. Russell Wilson gets the ball away. Quick pass, this time complete. Freiermuth, and he catches it, but stumbles, can't get out of bounds. So the clock will run. They're not going to use a timeout, but it's second down and about 45 seconds to play. Clock is still running.
Yeah, now they're going to burn a timeout. Boy, yeah, that was a bad play there, but that was all Zach Bond, Josh. He came on a delayed blitz and was free right at Russell Wilson. He had to go hot to get this one out, and Freiermuth caught it and then fell and stayed in bounds. And so he might have dropped it, actually, there. Now that they show us the replay, which you'd hope that he would have caught it. That way you burn more time. I think they might roll this incomplete, Josh.
Yeah.
I think he dropped it. One step, kind of a second half
he's kind
step
of trying
there.
to move the football, maybe.
Yeah.
Could argue, possibly. Dean
think it's gonna be
Blandino saying
incomplete.
no. He's saying it's going to be an incompletion, so.
And they'll put time back on the clock, right? So there's 40 seconds right now. So Pittsburgh right about the 25-yard line. They're going to back them up and probably put another 5 or 6 seconds back on. That'll be the question. And they'll keep their timeout.
Yep. Yeah, that would be big.
Still reviewing. It's taking a while. They called it a catch on the field, so it's a matter of indisputable video evidence, I guess. Still waiting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, we're still waiting. Here's the review. Incomplete. Okay, so as expected, incomplete pass. And now they are going to reset the game clock all the way back to 56 seconds. Wow, they gave him a lot more.
That's a big advantage there.
Yeah, and now they're going to keep that timeout and move him back a little bit.
All right, so you're essentially... That'd be a long one. You're I guess, in field goal range. Really long opportunity at this point. It's at the 34-yard line, I believe. 33-yard line of Philly. 50 seconds, 6 seconds to play.
Let's say Boswell doinked an extra point earlier that kind of went in barely, so worth noting.
Russell Wilson in the gun. Jalen Warren to his right.
Slade's back on the field.
Four-man pressure. Has a little bit of time. Pressured by Nolan Smith. Sack! Let's go! All the way back at the 47-yard line.
Nolan Smith has been incredible. Since the bye week, he has been absolutely incredible. A lot of people thinking this guy was a bust after just 1 year. Barely played his first season, Josh, and now wasn't playing a lot. BG goes down. Nolan Smith is essentially the starting edge rusher, especially with Bryce Huff still waiting to come back. Forget that he's on the injured reserve right now. Mm-hmm. And this is just beating your man, Broderick Jones, and then uses that speed and bendability, if that's a word, to get around the edge and make the sack on Russell Wilson. That's a loss of 10.
Yes. Heck
and a
yes.
Timeout. They earned one.
3rd and 20. They had to. I mean, that was it. You got to stop the clock. You got a big 3rd and 20, so you got to run something now to just maybe get into field goal range. Man, we talked about it before the game in the preview, and Anthony and DeBona and I were mentioning this. I was like, I'm going to say Nolan Smith gets a sack because of the whole Broderick Jones thing, right? And Nolan Smith has had success against former Georgia players because of the familiarity. And there you go. You see it. He gets the sack. For those people, as you said, maybe a little bit idiotic to doubt Nolan Smith, but nonetheless, big 3rd and 20 here. 10 on the play clock. Ball at the 43. Russell Wilson takes the snap complete, short over the middle, but it's actually more yardage than I thought initially. Calvin Austin gets down. There's still 40 seconds to play, and I guess
Philly used a timeout.
Yeah, from Philly.
Yeah,
they still have 2.
Smart. Yeah, they had 41 seconds left. You might as well try and get a couple of plays into your own field goal range, but this is not an easy shot for Boswell. You like the play call. You get the ball at Calvin Austin quickly across the middle to get you a chunk. It got him 11. So 4th and 9, and it's pretty much centered directly up for Boswell. But you got to see exactly where they put him down. We're getting sideline shots right now, as we can't see where the football is. This is at least 40+.
Come on.
Yeah, and they're talking right now in the broadcast that there have been a lot of missed field goals this year, 37 by all NFL kickers. Couple away from the NFL record of missed kicks in a year. We're definitely going to get there this season. There's been that many missed kicks. So this one is going to be 48 yards from the left hash, 49 actually. It's be a big miss. If you can miss this one, field position plus no points. This would be big. Here we go.
Yep. On the left hash, plenty of time. 15 on the play clock. Snap is good. Hold is a little bit low. Hold is good. Kick is up, and that is good.
Wow.
Good kick.
All right, well, that's a pretty good shot there from Boswell. 17-13, 37 seconds. You have a timeout. I think that you got to kind of try and get in a field goal range here, Josh. Philadelphia, that's a good catch there on the hole. That was a kind of a rough snap.
Yeah.
The Eagles have tended to, when they've had less than kind of 40 seconds, to not try to go down and score. They've been very content with running the clock out. They do use their 2-minute drill when they have about 2 minutes. But I think with that timeout that we just saw, it's probably going to be a couple of throws to see if they can get into field goal range and give Jake Elliott a shot here.
Yeah, that's you feel like they have to play aggressive at this point. Like, you take the timeout there, it's saying, I mean, yeah, you're hoping they miss a field goal, so maybe you kneel it, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the return here as well. Restrada earlier missed this one, but the 2 said Nolan's coming for Wilson watch. And there you go. He got the sack. So, shout out to you.
There you go.
Nolan Smith got the sack. Come on, guys. Maybe get a good return.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Barkley, he's just working on that right leg, whether it's the knee or the hip. They're showing him the sideline right now. That is the problem.
This kick is away here. It's going to be returnable, caught at the 3-yard line. Kenny Gainwell will come out, has a blocker, a little bit of lead blocking there, up to the 30-yard line, breaks a tackle, and then eventually wrestled down at the 35-yard line. So, I mean, you got one timeout, 28 seconds remaining. I know Jake's been 0 for 5 from 50+, but I think you play aggressive here. I think you try to go get a field goal.
Yeah, and you're at a point in the season, Josh, where you got to kind of figure out what you have in Jake Elliott. I'm not saying they're going to make a change, but you need to get his confidence rolling some way, and hitting a 50, 48-yarder, 45-yarder to end the half would go a long way. And this is now a 4-point ball game. This is 17-3, so he might be needed at the end of the game. And so I would try and get in a field goal range and just give Jake a shot here. Yep. It looks like they're going to line up to throw. They're in shotgun.
All right, here you go. 10 on the play clock. Jalen in the gun. Motion Smitty to the right side. Now has trips right. He'll take the snap. 4-man pressure. Has a little bit of time. Going to step up in the middle. Now pressured again and going to just go down. Runs into Landon Dickerson. Take the sack. And that's probably going to be the half.
That is, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Josh. That was interesting. Jalen, for as great as he was for 3/4 of this first half, last 2 drives, a little shaky there. And now we go to the half, 17-13. Wow, they get the ball to start the second half, though. I think Pittsburgh would take this score, knowing what the box score looks like right now in terms of stats. Holy cow.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah. It was a 17-3 game, and now it's 17-13. So that they would 100% sign up for that one. But
wow. All right.
Eagles still lead. It's just did not end the way that we were all hoping for.
Yeah. Turnovers definitely a problem today so far. Oh man. Okay.
Let's see. I think the Bills did they try a field goal or no? They just go
they're at halftime. They're at halftime.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if they got close enough to get a field goal, but yeah, they didn't. All right, 21-14. Buffalo leading and the Eagles lead. Like, still, all things considered,
yeah,
it's in the right direction right now. Finish it out for the final 30 minutes, and we're good to go.
There you go.
That's the case.
There you go. All right, read some comments. Lane has lost his fire. Been watching him all season. I would disagree with that, Stacey Baltimore. I would disagree greatly with that.
Yeah, that's a little
greatly. He's been fantastic. He's playing against T.J. Watt, huh?
A little bit. I'm gonna run real quick. If you're good with it, then I'll change out. Use the restroom.
Go for it.
I'll be back.
Go for it.
All right.
Yep. We take our little breaks there. So everybody hanging out. Appreciate everyone who's having fun in the first half. Boy, we were red hot. We were rolling. Everything seemed great. Not a problem. And then it's changed a little bit. It's a good Pittsburgh Steelers team, right? The idea that Philadelphia is going to win this game 24-3 was going to be like completely eye-opening. And now they're back in it, and now it's going to be interesting. And now this offense needs to kind of get a rhythm. And the question is going to be Saquon Barkley. That's going to be the real question for Philadelphia. Because no Saquon in the second half, then you really got to rely on Gainwell. You got to rely on Jalen, AJ, Smitty, and throw your way to victory. And it's going to be interesting. Knox Bridge, I see your super chat. I can't put it on the screen because Josh is running the stream, but I see the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. They need to get the ball out faster. Sheesh. I agree. The past couple of games, that has been the case. Also, let me know if anyone in my chat wants to moderate. I'll make you a moderator if you just get rid of the spam streams here, because I don't have time to call the game and do that. So if you want to be a moderator and we'll just mute the spam streams, I would appreciate that. As I think Wojak Horseman is a moderator, right? Yeah, Wojak, you got to be doing your job there, buddy. I made you a moderator. You can get rid of those little spammers. Appreciate. I'll make a couple people moderators if they can do that. Let me know in the comment section. But overall, not too bad of a game. Couple of other NFL scores here. Oh, I see some people saying me. I'll make a couple of you guys moderators. I can remove that too if you don't just get rid of the bots here. So just the bots. There you go. Frank from Philly, you're already a moderator. There you go. I made a couple people moderators. I'll make more if we need to. Saw someone say, why is Barkley out? He got hit at the goal line, and they're saying potentially in the knee is kind of the issue. Maybe a right knee, but he's been on the sideline, right? He got a little bit of attention. He's been on the sideline, and it's been fine. So he just hasn't come back in the football game, which is going to be very interesting. So, all right, I made a couple people moderator. Yeah, shout out Cranky. He does a great job. There's so many. One of those little spam ones say, watch the game here. It's always fake. So, NFL scores here. The Colts and Broncos have kicked in the third quarter. That's 13-7. Colts desperately need a win in Denver to go ahead and stay alive in the wild card hunt. Buffalo, Detroit, all eyes are over there in Michigan. 21-14 Bills. 2 missed field goals to end halftime there. Cardinals have kicked off in the third quarter. They're up 13-3 over Drake May and the Patriots. Bucks 13, Chargers 17 at the half. Bucks losing would go a long way toward making sure Atlanta potentially wins the NFC South. And, of course, your night game on NBC is the Packers and Seahawks. It'll be a good one up there at Lumen Field. Looks like a clear 44-degree night in Seattle. As Josh comes back, meaning it is my turn to go to the restroom, Josh, and I will be right back.
Shout out to Ollie Pop.
Oh, shout out Olipop. Hey, if anyone in the stream knows someone who works at Olipop, tell them to sponsor me, because I'd sell the hell out of Olipop. I had one with lunch today. Fantastic. So
you would.
I'll be back.
You would. All right. You got it. All right. Let's see here. I don't know if Thomas got the super chat, so I'll make sure and put it up there because I was using the controls. But Canucks Briggs with a 2. They need to get the ball out faster. Sheesh. Definitely with a pass rush, I would say for sure. Take advantage of that. Shout out to you guys as well. 2,600, over 2,600 to you. Appreciate that. Mike with a 5 bomb. Let's go. Said it seems like whenever they play conservative, things go downhill. Just stay aggressive and put them away. You're not wrong. I mean, it does feel that way. It's every single time like, hey, you want to keep throwing the football? You want to stay aggressive? Hurry up offense. Great things happen. I feel like it's that first down, though, because, it's difficult without getting that first down to get the hurry up. But if they get the first down, then keep it up. Go hurry up. Continue to move down the field. The defense can't get set. The pass rush is a little bit off of timing as well. But you're right. Sometimes it's like, they try to get a little bit cute with it or just too much of slowing things down. I think the defense is able to pin their ears back. Obviously, you get holding calls or penalties, and it makes it worse. But, 17 points. Like, look, I think a lot of us would take it, right? 17 points in the first half against the Steelers, plus you had 2 turnovers. You're leading 17-13. You had 2 turnovers, losing the turnover battle. So we're fine. We're all right. Just a little bit, change things up in the second half. Keep the foot on the gas, and we'll be all right. Steph with a 2, appreciate that, says, where do you become a member? There should be a link. Go to the description. There's a link in the description. It says become a member. You click on that. It'll take you to the appropriate sign up, I believe. On the computer is much easier. Sometimes the iPhone's weird and doesn't work. Android, I think, is good to go, but it doesn't always give you the join option, unfortunately. But if you go to the link in the description that says become a member, should be covered there. So, and then access to all the emojis that the comments are throwing out occasionally. Working on a couple others. M Jumper, what is that? It's past midnight over here. I'm tired. I really, really, really need a comfortable game. It might be a continued late one or early one for you. Hopefully you take advantage a little bit earlier, but Steph, there you go, man. Heck yeah. Just saw you welcome to Let's Run It membership tier. There you go. Automatically entered into the ticket giveaways. Do it every single month. Shout out to Erkin, who's at the game. He won the ticket giveaways that was separate from that, but the member giveaways that's specific for members, the last stream of every single month. So you're entered into that giveaway, as are everybody at the membership tier. Shout out to you. Appreciate the support. Shane L with a 5. Let's go. Shane says, you're at the game. Heck yeah, that's got to be lit right now. A little chilly. It was like 36 degrees right now, something like that. But we're at the game right now. Just wanted to say, what's up, Josh? Go Birds. How was it in the stadium? How's it feel in the link? What's good? Appreciate it, Shane. Mr. Chris, not too late for the Eagles to make it a comfortable win in the second half. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. In most all phases, they've been perfectly fine.
Right. I will say it's very interesting with the whole Saquon Barkley thing, Josh. I don't know if you talked about it or not, but the fact that he's like still on the sideline. Like if he was still, if he was really that hurt, then why not go get him checked out? They're not even really looking at him on the sideline, which is interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah, and I don't. Did we see? Is there like an official designation of questionable?
Nope, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll probably get one here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, you
it's definitely his right knee. It's definitely his right knee.
Yeah, it was a good hit. I understand being a little cautious with it, but to your point, if it was like really serious, or even like partially, then you just say like, hey, we're not going to roll him out. Like, go get looked at in the locker room. Okay, no, we're not going to risk it. We're going to sit you out. But if he's good enough to stay in pads and helmet and on the sidelines, but he's not going to go in there, at what level is it like, okay, we're doing decent enough with Gainwell, so we don't have to have you, but if we fall behind, then okay, now let's go ahead and insert you in the game. But I guess the counter argument is like, if he sits off on the sideline for 2.5 quarters, then he's cold and he's not got a rhythm or anything else. So I don't know. You kind of would like to see him get out there. We'll see second half, I guess.
Well, and you think about how the Eagles beat people, right? I mean, they hit on a couple of Saquon runs here and there, 10, 15 yards the first half, and then quarter 3, quarter 4, they just really lean on people. And then Saquon hits a 60-yarder, and it completely ends it. So it'll be very interesting to see if he comes back out or not, which I'm waiting to come back. Obviously, we're still in commercial break, but they'll give us an update. Aaron Andrews is and the other guy are working the sideline right now. And they're definitely going to give us an update.
Yeah. Restrada, shout out to you. Welcome to Let's Run It tier for membership. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Entered into
right on.
The giveaways also.
Shout out to Peter Worrell for joining the membership on my channel as well. Appreciate that. A couple of underdog updates here, Josh. Let's see how close we are to hitting on a couple of these. As I am loading right now. Yeah, I'm a Saquon rushing touchdown and a Jalen pick away from 175 on a 4-person stack, and I just need I'm not going to get my Saquon first half reception, so I need Jalen to throw for 30 more yards, 40 more yards, and at least get the flex 3 out of 4, which we would take. So a couple of shots there. Technically, I did do another one, 3 for 104. I need a Smitty touchdown, a Gardner Johnson pick, and Najee Harris to get 15 rushing attempts. So technically 2 away there, but keep an eye on him. You
can also get refunded, by the way, too. If Saquon does not play this second half, then even if you don't, as long as the other ones hit, then they'll refund you the pick. So
gotta like that.
Yeah, if nothing else, it's like okay, little fluky deal. I'm gonna probably have to rely on that and maybe a little extra help, quite honestly, because I had the Saquon receiving yards, which if he maybe comes back in there, who knows? But also Najee Harris on the carries. He's got 5 right now. I would need 10 in the second half. It's not looking good. I don't know that we're going to get 10. I really probably hope we don't, because then that says the game is going in a different direction. But hit on the AJ touchdown. So, yeah, we got a lot to have to go right, I guess, to be able to get that. And then the Q one is the extra on top of it, but it doesn't seem likely. So,
shout out Knox breaks with a 5. Rushing is going to be iffy, even with Saquon, to the fact that the O-line disappears when the RB gets the ball. I don't know if that, it's been kind of the case, but not so far today. NJ Graff, welcome to the membership. Appreciate that. Help support the channel. It's been a long halftime, by the way. I feel like, like 8 minutes. We're in and out, and we're still rolling here.
Just a bit. Shane D-Ski? I don't know if I say the last name correctly, but welcome to Let's Run It as well. Another member.
There you go.
Appreciate you.
Bills and Lions, for people wondering, they have kicked. Buffalo's the football, and they're driving inside Detroit territory. So, chance to kind of go take a double-digit lead if they can score on this drive, which would be very nice.
Yeah, let's get that one wrapped up. Hang on, what did you say the score was?
24-14. What did I say?
Wait, did they just score?
Did they just score?
Why did my game cast?
They did.
It took it away.
James Cook, 41 yards. Rushing touchdown, Buffalo.
Let's go. I was going to say, I saw it for a second, and then it went away. So, okay. We're feeling better.
Cook, he is absolutely shredding right now. Got to like that.
Touchdown, Buffalo. Keep it rolling. Let's see. Shane with the 5. Appreciate that. Says, there we go. Have a hoodie and a Kelsey jersey. It's chilly, but not too bad. And the link is the link. You know how we do, baby.
He's there.
Back to our
Okay.
seats.
There you go.
Gotta
That's not
lit.
bad at all. Not bad at all. Shout out from the link, huh? People will tune in from the link.
That's so cool.
All
I
right.
always love that.
Well, they're back. Let's see. No update on Okay, there's Saquon. He had his helmet on. He just did a little bit of that. Man upstairs. Maybe that means he's going to come back in. He looks like he is. He's walking around.
Come on, baby.
He's standing by the heater. I think he's going to.
He'll be good. He'll be good.
All right, here we go. Eagles get the football.
All right, kick is away. And this one can be returned, but nope, he'll down it. That's fine.
No,
we'll take that.
That's fine.
Just run it out to the...
Yeah. All right, so we're getting some updates here. Steelers first from Tom Rinaldi, and then we're going to hear Aaron is on the Eagles sideline. We'll hear from Aaron Andrews.
We got Shane also with the 2 saying going to be an AJ second half. He had busy early. Maybe we get that as well.
Saquon's back in. Saquon is back in.
Let's go. It's time, baby. Let's hit on those picks. Let's get those.
Probably got a little shot. I bet he got a little shot at halftime. Take away the pain. Be safe. Here we go. Hit one.
1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Jalen in the pistol, takes the snap, handoff left side. Saquon going to run up the middle and nowhere to go really. Ain't able to pick up 2 yards. But the most important thing is that it's Saquon Barkley getting the carry.
Here's Aaron Andrews giving us a report in our ear. Let's see what she says. Sirianni said, "No, he's fine," was the quote exactly whenever asked by Aaron Andrews. So, and he's out there. 2nd and 8.
He's okay enough, but something was wrong because he didn't come out for a while. But Jalen 2nd and 8 takes the snap, pressure up the middle. Now going to roll out to left side and try to buy time. Going to take off and run. Should have the first down, and he does. Ducks out of bounds. And there's your first down of the second half.
Yeah, people complain about Jalen bailing the pocket often, and he did a lot of that on those final 2 drives. That time he had to. Pressure right at the middle. Juergens got pushed back in his face, rolls out of it. Everyone's in man coverage, though, and no one spied Jalen Hurts. Not a lot of running from one today. Maybe a chance in the second half to get going here if they're not going to spy him. First down.
Eagles get back up to the line. Jalen was in pistol. Now he's barking out orders to the offensive line, potentially changing the play here. Taking the snap, going to be handoff left side. Barkley has some blockers, breaks 1 tackle, and then brought down by a couple different Steelers players for a gain of 3.
Number 5 run defense in the National Football League, and you're seeing it today. Remember, you played against the Raven defense number 1 2 weeks ago against the run at the time, and they kind of bottled up Barkley. You know, they did a pretty good job in the first half, and they obviously got hot in the second half. Just waiting for that first explosive run here, but Kellen Moore clearly trying to establish it in the third quarter after Saquon missed a lot of that first half.
2nd and 7. 10 seconds on the play clock. Jalen in the gun. He's got Saquon still in there to his left. Now motions Smitty to the near side right. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure going to Smitty. Complete. Smitty has a man to beat. Pushing forward, getting a first down. And there you go. Completion of first completion of the second half.
Yeah, the question really has been, at least from the Steeler perspective, is how do you slow down these receivers? And they lost one of their corners in the first half, so the backup is in right here. And Smitty, you know, small but tough to bring down, lowers the shoulder and gets the first down there, and that's kind of the big first down you needed to maybe get a chance here, a second first down of this drive into Steeler territory.
Keep it going this time. Calcaterra completion and a first down. Good play. Had the option to Saquon Barkley. Jalen kept it. There's a flag. Please don't tell me downfield.
It's going to be an eligible man downfield. Right when I need a little Calcaterra catch to help me out here, they're going to get maybe actually an offensive pass interference for a pick. Yeah, it's on Smitty. Yeah, I got to like that. Yeah,
10
you
yards.
got Smitty here trying to clear out, trying to go pick his guy. Yeah, that's a bad call, Josh.
Oh, boy. You got to be kidding me. There's some of these that you can just be like, yeah, man, for sure. Like that's legit. Sirianni's livid, which is totally understandable. That's so bad.
That is a really bad call. Jeez. A really bad call. 1st and 20, but they have, like Dean Blandino's saying right now, they've called that extremely tight all season long, and they really get the Eagles for it, that's for sure.
Well, can you overcome penalties? The penalties and sacks being drive killers. 1st and 20. Ball to 42 of Philly. Jalen takes the snap, Looking over the middle, has some time. Now over the middle again, going to try to run. And there's a flag coming in late, throws it incomplete. This is probably going to go backwards more.
Yeah, Hurts had 6-7 seconds. No one open down the field, and they're going to get a hold on the Eagle offensive line. And this drive, they got 2 very quick first downs. It's about to be 1st and 25, 1st and 30. Let's see. Yeah, holding the offense. Who did they say that was on? They say 76?
I think so. Surely he meant
It's not
77,
56.
maybe?
Unless Steen... Oh, is Steen in for Dickerson? He is.
Wow, I didn't even notice that.
When did
now.
Landon Dickerson go out? Huh. Okay. I did not see anything about Dickerson being out.
Okay. Well, they declined the penalty, so it's 2nd and 20. Tyler Steen is your left guard.
Okay.
Trips left. Now A.J. Brown motions to the right side. Jalen will take the snap. Has some pressure. Going to escape to the middle and going to throw it complete to Smitty and Moore up to the 41st down. What a play. 21 yards. Just finding the hole in the zone and Smitty saying, we do this. Take the defensive celebration.
Jalen's been red hot, right? And so this is a great play in terms of keeping his eyes down the field. He has pressure from the left, steps up. Jalen Hurts a couple years ago was running this football for 5 or 6 yards. Instead, trusts Smitty. He was just sitting there in the middle of a zone in between Minka and the other corner. Catches it, runs it, gets 20, first down.
Hurry up here. Jalen going to keep it and run. Slides down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Didn't go much of anything, so 2nd down.
Yeah, it was Gainwell. He faked it to. And so couple of runs to Saquon. And now, oh, he's back out. Okay, so false alarm. All good. No problem. They just said something about Dickerson. There he is. He's on the sideline with his helmet. He's walking just fine. He's just standing on the sideline right now. Okay, so Steen moves over. The joy of having Steen.
Yeah, at least it's the depth all over the field. Defensively, offensively. 5 on the play clock here. 2nd and 10. AJ in motion to the right side again. Jalen will take the snap. 4-man pressure. Looking over the middle. Now right side. He's going to throw back to the middle. It's complete to Smitty. A gain of about 3 yards. So 3rd and 7.
Okay. All right. So they're not quite in field goal range, right? 3rd and 6. They gave him an extra yard there, which makes it somewhat easier. But they're at the 34-yard line. So it's a long field goal if they don't get any more yards here.
Do you trust Jake? 51-yarder if you're right here. Jalen throws complete. Smitty short of the sticks. It's going to be the 30, about the 30-yard line. So it'll be a 4th and, call it 2.
Yeah, this is a great tackle in the open field. Smitty on the crosser and the backup in for Jackson. Pierre comes in and makes a really good open field tackle. And you're in field goal range. They're going to kick it on 4th and 2.
Ooh,
wow.
Okay.
So here's... Scary, but a chance to give Jake Elliott some...
Oh, come on, Jake.
Some confidence.
You can do this. It's a 48, 49-yarder?
Yeah, from the left hash.
Come on, baby. 48 yards.
Come on,
Snap
Jake.
is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is drifting left, but it's good. It's good.
Got it. Yep.
Jake Elliott got it, baby.
Oh, it's big.
Heck yes. What a kick.
Love it for the confidence. Love it for the confidence. Oh, there's a flag.
I needed to see it.
There. Oh, it's on the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
So
Hang
this
on
could be
now.
a first down
First down.
this is some sort of pre-snap or offsides or something. 7-point game if it's still a make. But this would be an automatic first down.
Jake Elliott was motioning like it's going to be a first down too, so.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness defense.
Yeah.
They roughed the long snapper. They hit the long snapper. That's an automatic first down. Can't hit the long snapper,
Okay.
Josh. That's been a rule that's been in place for a long time. If you touch him at all, I think they tried to jump over him. Let's see.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, they both just ran right into him. Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Just right over Rick Lovato there. That's doesn't feel good.
Yeah, you can't go through the long snapper, mainly because the long snapper's head is down, right? And that's the exact reason. You have a big, giant 300-pounder pushing your neck even further down to the ground. And, you know, that's the best of both worlds, Josh, because you get a make from Jake Elliott, and then you still get to go down and maybe score a touchdown. So with confidence, take the field goal off. Now they're ball at the 15-yard line. That's huge.
Because he knows that he can do it, right? We've all seen it. He just made it through the uprights. Let's get a touchdown, though. Ball to 15. Jalen in the gun. Now has Smitty motion, orbit motion right. Handoff, Saquon Barkley. No, he keeps it. Jalen's going to throw a screen to Devontae Smith. Blocker there from Calcaterra, really going nowhere. So gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, so that is a triple option, Josh. They run the read option. Hurts keeps it, and then he can throw it across the line of scrimmage. Well, maybe, but behind the line of scrimmage to Smitty. But
Yeah.
I would have actually ran that if I was Jalen. He probably would have gotten more yards than the one that Devontae Smith got. But okay.
Yeah, I've kind of wondered with Jalen running the football today if that broken finger is something that he's kind of, ever since the fumble, the initial fumble, he's kind of being a little more careful to take off and run it. But 2nd and 9 now, 5 on the play clock, 8:58 to play in the third quarter. Jalen takes the snap, blitz is coming, has a little bit of time, going to try to escape left side. There's a hold, and the flag will be coming back, throws out of the end zone. Incomplete, but probably going backwards.
Yeah, this is the best defensive line Philly has played by a mile. The closest one that they played was probably either Washington or the Rams, and they handled them very well. This defensive line with Heyward and Watt, as it is a hold on Philadelphia, and they're going to get Steen again. Steen's being kind of thrust into the left guard spot with the injured Landon Dickerson. But this defensive line is starting to really get a lot of pressure, Josh. O-line is struggling. Here's Heyward and Steen one-on-one, and that did not work. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Cam Heyward has been a beast for quite a while, but 36 years old, and he's got 8 sacks. He's kind of up there high with that hand. I don't know.
Yeah. Come on, 2nd and 29 or 2nd and 19. They gave you a free set of downs. Don't just kick a field goal again.
All right, 7 on the play clock. 2nd and 19 now. Ball in the 25. Jalen will take the snap, delayed handoff to Kenny Gainwell. Met immediately at the line of scrimmage and able to break the first tackle, but not before several others come in there. A gain of 2 yards. So now we got a 3rd and 17.
Clearly, Saquon Barkley is not 100%, Josh, because it's 2nd and long, but that's still a Saquon run if you want to run the football there. Yeah. Only get a yard, 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 18 now after the 1 yard gain. Not good.
Oh boy. I mean, I know that you're a lot closer if you have to kick a field goal, but I don't like the idea of if you end up having to kick a field goal anyway, and you're like, oh, let's see if we can do it again. 8 minutes to play in the third quarter, 4 on the play clock. Jalen will take the snap now, 4-man pressure. Has some time, has more time. Now he's getting chased, going to take off and run right side. TJ Watt in pursuit. Jalen going to throw for the end zone, and it's batted out of bounds, incomplete. Peyton Wilson with a better attempt there really than Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, you'd like to see what Jalen was looking at there. We don't get it from the camera angle, but he has time. I guess just long developing routes trying to get to the end zone, and it's going to be another field goal. So let's just hope and pray Jake makes a much shorter field goal.
I mean, it's short. It's shorter. It's not much shorter because the penalty. It's a 41-yard. He made the 48-yarder.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm a little bit nervous, but all right, come on. Let's do it again. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's drifting left.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Woo, he got it. It was close. It was
it's
pretty
the same
close
as the last one.
But it's
that one's not good from the original distance. That's for sure.
Yikes.
All right. Well,
but he still made it.
Clock, I guess.
He still made it.
20-17. Let's
Wow.
check on some other NFL scores here. Into the third quarter, Colts 13, Broncos 7. Interesting point there in that game, Josh. Jonathan Taylor had a rushing touchdown, but he dropped the football before he crossed the goal line. They ruled a touchback. So there's some fantasy football owners that might want to go crazy for that, but he did.
How does that happen?
It happens
every
like
single
once a week. It feels like.
It's ridiculous.
Buffalo 28, Detroit 14. Let's look at the box score on that one. I'm curious what's going on. Goff has 2 touchdowns, been sacked 3 times. Oh, they're not running the ball well. Wow. David Montgomery, 5 carries for 4 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 7 for 30. They are just not moving the ball on the ground at all. That's pretty
brutal,
pretty crazy versus Buffalo's 143 rushing yards. So probably the best offense Detroit has played, and they are getting worked for it. So gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Like your chances, whether it's in Philly or it's in Detroit. I would take my chances.
Landon Dickerson has a knee injury, and he is questionable to return.
All right.
Okay. As we stay on commercial break.
Tyler Steen, he made a couple plays, but there were also a couple plays where he got absolutely worked. So,
Yep.
You'd be careful to watch that matchup the rest of the way.
Yep.
Christine here says, go Bills. Yep, that's what we're obviously cheering for.
Big time.
Christopher,
Big time.
Lions a bit overrated.
A little bit.
You know, we'll see, potentially.
Probably
Jose
a little
with a 10. We appreciate that. Says, what are both your excuses for Hurts? Because all... You're making the same comment, man. Appreciate the super chat here. You literally said the same thing in the first half. All both you do is make excuses for him. I'm a lifelong Eagles fan, but he is not the future. Jose said this in the first half.
Yeah, he did.
The problem, Jose, is, and we appreciate you hanging out and totally respect people that have differences of opinions and we can agree to disagree.
Sure.
The issue is, you could say that now, but whenever Jalen is throwing and making plays and everything else, I don't see these comments. Like they go away. They evaporate into thin air, or they're just not even there. So Jalen has shown that he can do it, and it's not all on Jalen. He has been bad at times. He's needed to be better. There's all things. It's multiple elements, not just Jalen Hurts. But I very much disagree and say that he's not the future because, I'm sorry, sir, but 9 wins in a row, we're coming up on a potential for 10 wins in a row. Jalen Hurts has been a winner, and as he even said, sometimes it may not look pretty, but it's going to look how Jalen Hurts wants it to look. If that wins the ball game, really, that's all I care about. So
I agree. I'm right there with you. Still,
we can
going to need a... and they just scored on that drive, which was big to go ahead and start the third quarter. The 13-play drive, by the way, with that extra penalty. Defense, though, right? Defense started red hot, been a little bit quieter the past 2 drives at the end of the second quarter, and there's your kick and a chance for the defense to do something here. As it's going to be a touchback. Yep.
Touchback, ball on the 30 for the Steelers. Mike with a 2-bomb. We appreciate that. Says the play calling is killing me. It's a little iffy, a little suspect. At the same time, though, Mike, I think more of the issue on that drive, at least personally, is just the holding. Like, if you don't have the penalties, you're probably scoring a touchdown. But then all of a sudden, 1st and 20 changes the play call, 2nd and 20 changes the play call. Not many teams work their way out of hey, let's move back 20 yards.
I agree. Russell's been hot, too. 7 of 8 for his last 2 drives.
Here we go. 7:52 to play in the third quarter. Russell Wilson under center, toss back a flea flicker now. Russell has plenty of time, going to take a deep shot, has a man for Calvin Austin, and it's complete. What a catch on Zach Bond, brought down at the 38-yard line of Philly.
Zach Bond is in perfect coverage here, and I don't know how Calvin Austin caught that. I have no idea how he caught that. What a play call, though, going with a flea flicker on their first drive of the third quarter, and it's covered really well.
That's an insane catch.
That? Wow.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Well, they're all the way into Philly territory, just like that. 39-yard line. 1st and 10, 5 on the play clock. Russell Wilson now hand off Jalen Warren right side, has a little bit of hole and able to get about 7 yards before Nakobe Dean brings him down, via 2nd and 3.
It's been the backup running back show today, Josh. Jalen Warren has more carries than Najee Harris, and same thing goes for Kenny Gainwell. It's interesting in terms of, we know for a fact Najee's not hurt. We're wondering about Saquon, but not a lot of 22 today. He's back in the game now. It's been a lot of Jalen Warren.
Come on, defense. Let's get a stop here. 6:30 in the third. Russell under center. Eagles showing blitz. Going to be a handoff. Najee Harris right side. Jordan Davis gets a hand on him, but Najee able to push forward and get the first down. Finally brought down at the 26-yard line.
Hey, you called it. Jordan Davis got right where he needed to be and just kind of tried to make an arm tackle there and couldn't quite hang on. And 22 gets a first down, and they're creeping up on having more rushing yards. 47 for Pittsburgh, 66 for Philly, and they're going to go hurry up.
Can sense the Steelers getting a little bit more momentum, a little bit more confidence, especially in the offensive side of the ball. 10 on the play clock. Russell Wilson under center. Now toss to Harris. He fumbles the football. It's on the ground. I think the Eagles have it.
They got it. They got it.
Yes.
They got it.
Let's go.
Darius Slay got it.
Totally muffed it. And there's a little bit of a fight here on the ground, fighting for the football, but the Eagles clearly have this. Clearly.
Najee, he just dropped it, Josh. It's a toss right, and they just throw it right in his hands, and he just bobbles it, and then it kicks off his knee, and jumps forward by 5 feet and right into Darius Slay's waiting arms.
I mean, that is a perfect toss from Russell Wilson. It is completely on Najee Harris because there is not a reason ever that should be a fumbled football, but completely loses it, and you called it there. Darius Slay, the man on it. Big play, Slay, Eagles football.
That is massive.
First down.
Massive turnaround. Driving to, and what's a 7-point ball game, and now they get the football back. That is massive. Oh, man, that is huge. Whew, okay.
Man,
Boy,
I don't want to get carried away, Thomas. I don't want to get carried away, but you got the football here now. It's getting a little bit later in the third quarter. We're seeing what the Bills are doing in Detroit. Like, come on now.
I know.
Keep this
I
rolling.
know. It's all lining up. It's all starting to line up right now. It's exactly what you want. Oh,
Restrada
man.
with a 5. This is good here. Jalen's stacking wins. Eagles stacking haters.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
That's what
There
we're
you
seeing.
go. Seems that way. Yeah, I would agree. Oh, yeah, we need a touchdown here. Here's when you could use a little Saquon rushing touchdown to really do something today. Justin Fields, by the way, has an ab injury and is questionable to return. So we saw him earlier for a couple of plays there, and now it looks like we will not see Justin Fields again. So worth noting. Not a big deal, but
Okay.
yeah, not sure. All right, still in commercial break.
Let's see. Detroit with the football. There's a penalty. So their football, it's 2nd and 23 at their own 15. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Okay.
Down 28-14. Like, that's still plenty of time.
Yeah. Plenty of time.
Not a great position, though, that they're at. David asking how the parlay is doing. Not great for mine.
Not looking
It's kind
great.
of Saquon contingent, really, and
Yeah.
just the injury has pretty much crushed it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Davis is saying Barkley 70-yarder incoming. It'd be great.
Oh. It'd be nice.
Let's appreciate you guys. Over 3,200 combined between the streams. Almost 1,500 likes. If you haven't already, do us a favor. Quickly hit that like button. Make sure to sub to both channels.
Yep. Appreciate
You're
that.
Super, super close. And, man, get the... Ace is saying, get your popcorn ready for Barkley.
I hope so.
I don't
He's
know
been
if
real
we're gonna
quiet.
see him. It's just weird.
It's a great point. All right, back from commercial. Brady is talking about how they had 2 plays called at the line, and Russ switches, but it's not like Najee didn't run the right play. He ran the right play. He just drops it.
Oh, yeah. He clearly knew what the play was because he's going in the right direction. He took his eyes off it, I guess, and ready to try to, break a tackle or make a man miss.
Detroit just recovered a fumble, I think is what people are saying in the chat. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh,
But that'd be nice.
Or
Come on,
the
offense.
Bills did?
Yeah, I think that they recovered a fumble.
Oh, okay. We'll take that. Yes.
We'll
All right.
see.
Ball on the 26-yard line. Jalen takes the snap here on first down, pressured over the middle, gets it off to Johnny Wilson, off his fingertips, incomplete.
Hey, you said it a lot today, Josh. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure here. Oh, man. Yeah, you don't want to go 3 and out, right? I mean, you talk about the Hurts fumble in the first quarter where the Steelers then went 3 and out. Didn't really harm them. You don't want to come back this way. You want to at least get a defense to get a little break and to move the ball a little bit and then flip it on a punt at worst.
Mm-hmm. PJ with the 2. Appreciate that. Says, can't wait to see Hard Knocks this week. Go Birds. That's right. The AFC North it's pretty good. Might be a little extra entertaining with that. 4 on the play clock here. Jalen in the gun, takes a snap. Only 4-man. He's got some time. Now to throw off his back foot to AJ. Complete the line of scrimmage, but AJ able to make something out of nothing. Gain about 5 yards or so. Brings up third down.
Saquon was back in that play. He was in the backfield and ran his little route out of the backfield. But you got 5, 3rd and 5. Clock's starting to be an interesting factor with 5:27 to go third quarter. You start talking about how many possessions do you have left. It's a big snap here. It's a little early to say it's a big snap, but it's still a big snap. First down will go a long way to churn a lot of clock and at least be able to flip the field.
Yeah, help the defense. Pay off something here. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. AJ motion near side right. Jalen takes the snap. Looking to Smitty. Complete first down. There you go. Up to the 36-yard line.
There you go. Run a 6-yard route, turn around, stop, throw the ball right at the 6. That's as simple as it takes right there. Devontae Smith's been really good today. You know, I missed a couple of games earlier in the season with the concussion, missed a couple of games with the hamstring injury, runs a route right behind the clear out of Grant Calcaterra, catches it, falls down, avoids the hit, first down. That's big. 37-yard line.
Jalen now in
at
pistol.
193.
Almost over 200 already. Still a little over a quarter to play. This time, handoff Barkley right side. Goes up to the middle now and able to make 8 yards, 9 yards on that play. Going to be 2nd and 1. I'm surprised there's not a flag here for a hand to the face on the Steelers. I couldn't tell if that was on Becton or if it was Steen, but that looked like a clear hands to the face on a Steelers defender.
Good news, though, that Saquon with his longest run since early in that first quarter for 9. They're going to go hurry up, too.
This is a very fast-paced hurry up. Now they're going to slow down and potentially change the call, give Jalen a chance to look at the defense. Ball at the 46-yard line in the pistol. He'll take the snap. Left side, Barkley will try. Juke, make a man miss up to the 50-yard line. First down. There you go.
There you go. It's starting to happen now. He's starting to really get churning here as he gives a little nod to Highsmith on the tackle. Okay, and Brady just said it, too, in the broadcast. A really good jump cut, too, and that's something you think about if he has a knee issue, which we really thought he did there, at least for the first half, but he's staying in. First down, number 16 on the drive. At ball at the 50. This is a nice drive right here. Come on.
See if Philly can keep it going. Now motion Saquon to the right side. QB draw has plenty of room. 45-40. Jalen makes a man miss to the 35-30 and finally slides down at the 27-yard line. TJ Watt was getting close. I don't know if Jalen needed to slide. I mean, I appreciate the fact that he's going to keep secure the football, but I don't know if he needed to slide. He might have been able to keep going.
This is not a designed quarterback run, Josh. This is Jalen Hurts stepping back and realizing that there's no one in the middle of the field. Makes the safety miss, and then somehow Watt ran him down. Ball at the 26. 8 carries for 42 yards right now for Jalen. Yeah, touchdown here would go a long way.
Really, yes, really big opportunity here. 8 seconds on the play clock, 2:40 to play in the third quarter. Jalen will be a play action handoff to Saquon, looking deep now over the middle, complete for Saquon. He makes the catch, a gain of about 5. That's a quarter late on the reception that you needed, but we'll take the 5 yards.
I have a feeling that post-game we're going to hear Nick Sirianni say, nothing's wrong with Saquon. It's fine. I think there clearly was, but the fact they're using him like normal here on the second drive of the third quarter when they didn't use him the first drive of the third quarter is very weird, but we'll take it.
Yeah. There's clearly, like you say, something wrong early on, but Saquon handoff again, this time a run, a gain of about 6 yards, and there's a first down.
It's starting to happen, Josh. This is what you gotta wait for as you play against the Philadelphia Eagles. Third quarter, fourth quarter, Saquon hits on a 5-yarder, he hits on a 9-yarder, hits on a 7-yarder. Eventually, one's going to go through. You can only do so much as a defensive line, and we're almost done with the third. It feels like he's going to break one.
You know it's coming, but you can't stop it. The Bills just scored a touchdown as well. So,
oh boy, it's
let's
happening,
make an Eagles touchdown also.
They need
Ball
to flash
at the 16.
The score up at the link. Let them all cheer
fantastic.
for it.
Ball at the 16. Jalen Pistol takes the snap, handoff left side. Barkley tries to spin in the hole, and Cam Heyward is there. That's a good stop, only a gain of 1.
Yeah, so Dickerson's not going to come back the rest of the game, so it'll be Steen the rest of the way at left guard, and they're putting Heyward on him every single time, and Hayward's gotten the better of him most of these snaps, and he's a great player for a reason, but he's been working really hard against Steen at the left guard spot all game long.
Yeah, I don't know that I would run to the left side most of the rest of this game. I would try to run away from that.
Got Watt on the other side. That's the dilemma.
True. I would probably prefer to run that direction, but yeah, it's a good D-line. They're number 4 in the NFL for a reason. Ball in the 15, 5 on the play clock. Jalen takes the snap, will throw, looking to throw, pressured now, escapes a guy, able to make one miss also, buying time at the 30-yard line, and finally throws it out of bounds, incomplete, third down.
Yeah, again, a lot of pressure, and Houdini's his way out of multiple sacks. There's an injured Eagle on the play. It's Lane Johnson.
Oh, gosh.
And he is very slow to walk off, and now you have a real question on what they would do. He's got to come off for a play. He just gave a thumbs up, so he says he's going to be okay. He's got to get off for one play, though, on 3rd and 9. Dickerson's already missing, and now it will be, I guess you'll leave Steen at left guard? He's got to come out for a play.
Fred Johnson will go in, and
yeah, who's been on both sides of the offensive line so far this year, but, been more so on the left side for Mailata, but not a bad backup to come in. He's kind of like the Isaiah Rodgers of the offense, kind of played a lot and played well.
He is, I don't ever want to be too conservative, but on a 3rd and 9 with a TJ Watt rushing up against Fred Johnson, I
agree.
Wouldn't mind a couple different options here that are conservative. 3rd and 9, though. See what they do. 37 seconds in the third quarter. 14 on the play clock. Motion Jahan Dotson left side. Jalen will take the snap. TJ Watt coming on Fred Johnson. Dump off quick to Kenny G. Breaks a tackle to the 10, the 5. Kenny G pushing forward. The 1 yard line. Kenny is stopped. What a play.
There are 2 tacklers who are going to have him dead to rights, and Gainwell ran right through him. That was unbelievable there by 14. Little chest bump at the end. Wow. Circle that play, Josh. That might be the difference in this game because you're kicking a field goal versus basically brotherly shoving your way to a 2-touchdown lead.
That is
holy cow.
Big time. That is massive.
Wow.
As we go into the fourth quarter, because the clock will run out here for the third, they'll have 1st and goal from the 1.5 yard line after the Najee Harris fumble. Eagles recover, capitalize, march all the way down the football field. Shout out to Quasi Boy here with the 5 also saying, appreciate you guys as always. Busy in work, can't watch the game. Let's get this win.
There you go. Appreciate you working on a Sunday, right? Grinding it out. Buffalo 35, Lions 14. I'm really hoping that the national media gets the same treatment after a Bills blowout of Detroit versus an Eagles win against the Panthers. That
something tells me
nice.
It won't. For whatever reason,
nice.
Something tells me it won't. But that would be good. That would be good. Josh Allen with his first passing touchdown of the day. 2 tush-push sneaks, whatever we want to call them, but first passing touchdown on that one. Man, yeah, it's not even close. 35-14.
Yeah, that's crazy. At home, too.
It's huge, yeah. 3.4 yards a carry for Detroit. Meanwhile, 6.5 for Buffalo.
Yep.
And I was told that they were this juggernaut of some sort. So
that's what I was told.
Just so be careful to rush to judgment, right? We're saying
how about
all of a sudden people like, oh,
how about
well,
that?
And it's not always just one game. We understand that, but people are, oh yeah, well, Buffalo's going to get wrecked. They just allowed 44 to the Rams, so just wait until Detroit.
Very true. Very true.
Man, this could be huge.
Commercial break.
We're not there yet. Still plenty of time.
Yep.
Whole quarter to go. But man, if you get a touchdown here, go up 27-13, that would be, massive for just the implications.
Yep.
Try to get this thing snowballing even more because you could feel, you could see Saquon getting more confident. He's
Oh,
getting into
I know.
the game now. Defense pin its ears back. Get that Q interception. I don't think my pick's I don't think my pick's gonna hit either way, but I'd still take a Q interception. Like at some point, he's got to get one.
Sure. I agree. Oh man! All right.
I think a couple people were pointing out, that the haters and critics are very quiet all of a sudden.
Very quiet on
near
Twitter.
as many on Twitter, even on the chat. Every once in a while, during games, we'll have some people that'll be like, "Hey, look out!" I don't hear them as often.
Nope, not a lot today. Very quiet. It's kind of sad. I miss them.
Well, they're always ready to come back, but let's see what happens here. All right,
here we go. Lane Johnson's back in.
1st and goal. That's good news also. 1st and goal, a good 1.5 yards. This will be a long brotherly shove, but Jalen will take the snap. Going to get pushed forward to the left side. Close.
I don't think he did. I think he's about
just a little short.
Half a yard, maybe. Half a yard.
Okay. That's fine, though. Yeah, it's so close. Just run it again. It's automatic.
All right, do it again. 2-score lead.
Just unstoppable. So that's the beauty. Adam, time check. 14:35 to play in the fourth quarter. There's 18-17 on the play clock. 16.
There you go. All right, fourth quarter, 2nd and goal. 14-27, as Josh said. Hurts, brotherly shove. Johnny Wilson is going to be your primary shover with Kenny Gainwell. Hurts takes the snap, pushes forward, and obviously he got it. Come on, touchdown,
let's go.
Philadelphia. There
Bang.
you go. Yeah, he's in by a mile. In by a mile. There he is. 3-touchdown day for Jalen Hurts. Same as last week, by the way, Josh, but feel a little different about this one if you're the media. You got to like that.
People don't say
spikes the football. High fives, A.J. Brown, for those wondering if they hate each other.
Oh, yes.
Najee Harris fumble, Josh. Crucial. That's
incredible.
what good teams do. Convert turnovers into touchdowns. That's how you win championships, and they did it right there. That was a great drive. Big third down conversions. Great drive.
Getting a great push from Johnny Wilson there. You know,
Yeah.
like sometimes it's Dallas Goedert, but with him being out, we've seen Calcaterra before. That time, Johnny Wilson. I mean, they literally had another 2 yards on it, too. That's the beauty.
Yep. 26-13. Jake Elliott to make it a 2-score game here. As he's been pretty good today. Pretty consistent. Made all his kicks. Spot, kick up. This one drifting right and good. 27-13. So 14-17 left in this ball game. And the birds are starting to fly, Josh. Let's play the song.
Let's do it. Yeah, I got a little excited there, actually. Calling that first play of the fourth quarter.
Not a
So
problem.
that's why we didn't score on the first one.
I've done it before. I've done it many a time.
Oh, my gosh.
Sure.
Woo! 27-13. That feels pretty good right now.
Feels really good. This is going about as well as you could hope, Josh. Even with 2 fumbles, about as good as you could have hoped for Philadelphia.
For real. Yeah. Overcoming 2 turnovers and you're up by 14 points. We would absolutely take this 10 times out of 10. Come on. Keep it rolling. Now I want to see the defense. Let's get a turnover.
Yeah, turnover would be nice. Turnover would be sick.
Start eating.
Do you guys want people to criticize Jalen when he's playing good? Says Kevin Southward. I don't know if people are going to. I don't know if it's possible. Don't know if it's possible.
There's usually always someone out there who's willing to, I guess. But yeah, like what happens if you say that? Let's see. I think we got an update on the score for the Lions. I think they got a touchdown.
They did. Yep.
Yes.
Jared Goff deep to Amon-Ra St. Brown for 66. But it's going to make it a 14-point game. We're about same distance apart in the same time frame as well. Buffalo actually a little behind with 1:41 to go in the third.
Yeah, don't let off the gas. That is the one thing. Buffalo, they don't have a good defense. So just because they're up by a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. KGB says, my girl just cheated on me. Birds better win this one, bro. Rip.
Oh.
They better, man.
Yikes.
They better.
Sorry.
They better. Jeez. Shout out to Jamie. He says, you guys are the best Eagles YouTubers, bar none. I saw you both are down south and went to Baylor. A story behind your fandom. We say this about once a stream, but we met at Baylor, and my dad was military, so we moved all around. I randomly picked Philly when I was like 3. I was like, I don't want to. I'll just pick my own team. And it was the early 2000s. They were winning a bunch. So I was like, I'll pick the Eagles. And here we are.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Mine was family all pretty much Cowboys fans, but watching the Eagles kill them until I was about, 7 years old. And so eventually I was like, I don't have to be a Cowboys fan. And
that's right.
Been one ever since.
That's right. All right. There's your offensive leaders on the screen. Jalen's at 212. 2 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. And obviously 2 touchdowns through the air have been to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, which is pretty good, I would say. I'd say that's not bad overall. Not bad overall.
No, not too bad. Shout out to my CrossFit buddy there, Aaron. Driggs says, I bet Josh lifts a lot of weights. About half as much as Driggs. So for people in the chat that want to know.
There you go. All right, there's the kick out the back of the end zone, and it'll be 30-yard line touchback for Russell Wilson and the Steeler offense.
Sorry, I'm cracking up also on this broadcast. Dean Blandino is over there like creeping in the corner. It's like a really awkward.
Yeah.
What
kind
are
of
they doing here with this angle?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever he's doing.
What on earth?
That's strange.
That's wild.
All right. 14-point lead, Philadelphia, 14-17. Russ back on the field following the Najee fumble at the 30. Moving left to right. Russ is 10 for 17. Doesn't even have 100 yards passing. He's at 98 and a touchdown. Takes the snap with an empty set. Looking left, throwing left, caught Calvin Austin. That'll be a first down up to the 40. He's had a good day so far. That's your second catch of the day on Quinion. I think the only second pass they've thrown his way so far. Mm-hmm. And they're going to go, I think, with a little pop huddle and try and go quickly here, as the time is definitely against them with 13:58 to go in this game. Cordell Patterson is now your lone setback. So the Arthur Smith fan down in Atlanta during his coaching days moved over to the Steelers and can run out of the backfield. Ball at the Steeler 40. Russell takes a snap, quick toss, right side. That's caught with a little pop pass to Calvin Austin, and he's going to be hit down immediately. Good tackle there by Slay, who's back after missing a couple plays there in the second quarter. That's a gain of about 5, maybe 6, be second down.
And, Slay's been banged up, as we said, a couple different games, go out for a play or a series, come back. But I do got to give some credit. Of the last couple weeks, he's been or shown a more willingness to tackle and be physical.
I agree.
That was a good attempt there.
2nd and 4. Officially gave him 6. Ball at the 45.5-yard line. This is going to be a Cordell Patterson run up the middle, and he's going to have a first down, but not much more. We'll give him 5 there on 2nd and 4. They're going to cross 15 in Eagle territory. Yeah, so I guess, Warren's the backup. He had a lot more carries early, and then obviously a situation where once Najee fumbles, then can't really give him the ball again. And so it looks like Harris is not going to get another touch, at least on this drive. We'll see. As Patterson will stay as the lone setback. Russell under center, 12 on the play clock. Now motion a tight end to the I formation. Ball at the Eagle 49. Wilson barking out commands of the offensive line, potentially changing the play. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. Takes the snap, toss right. Patterson fields that one cleanly, gets around the edge and breaks a tackle before falling out of bounds for a gain of 6. Extra whistles at the end there. Maybe some extracurricular. There's a penalty flag as well. We're going to see where this is on the field. Looks like the Steelers are they going to back up? I can't tell. We don't know where the penalty flag is.
It's hard to say. I wasn't sure if it was a hold that we're going to get or what.
Excuse me, hard to say. Still waiting here. Personal foul, tripping on the offense. Wow, that's big. Okay, so they're going to back him up. That's a big loss there. They're going to get Frazier, the center. Wonder where he tripped. That's interesting. You got to kind of be deliberate to trip. As Mike Tomlin laughs it off on the sideline.
Yeah, so
a lot of penalties on Pittsburgh today, Josh. It's definitely been more so for the Steelers than for us, which is a welcome relief.
Yeah. Was that a 1st and 25 now?
Yeah, how about that? That's going to back them up.
It's 5 for 60 for Pittsburgh today.
All the way back at the Steeler 40. Patterson, the running back to the right of Wilson in the gun. Motion, Skoronski now back across the top of the formation. 1st and 15. Wilson takes the snap, steps back, looks right, throws right, tipped incomplete. Trying to get to Pat Freiermuth. That was tipped to the offensive line. I think it's Jalen Carter. That's the 3rd tip ball here so far in this game. Oh, yeah, that's a very clear trip. They're showing us in the previous play. Trip to Kobe Dean. That seemed pretty obvious.
The hilarious part about a lot of those calls is that usually it's not even necessary. Like, if you don't trip him there, the play was so far to the right side, it probably doesn't matter, but we'll take it.
11:56 to go. Clock has stopped following the incompletion. 27-13 Philly. Ball at the Steeler 40. 2nd and 21. Wilson in the gun. Patterson to his left. Takes the snap. Blitz coming from Dean. Dumps it out of the backfield. That's going to be tackled immediately by multiple Eagles. Dean was there. Was there first. And then he slipped out of that one, and then Nolan Smith cleaned it up. That's a loss of 2 or 3. 3rd and a mile.
That's so good. 3rd and 27 now?
Yep. Boy, defense needed to have a good second half, and they've been having it so far. They were hot early, gave a couple of scoring drives there in the second quarter, and then they have gotten red hot again here in the 3rd and 4th. 3rd and 22. Warren will check in as the lone running back. Now he's going to be slot to the far side of the formation. Empty right now for Russell Wilson. Takes a snap. 3-man pressure. Clean pocket. Fires across the middle. That's caught. Well short, though. I think it's Austin. No, it's Mike Williams, the trade target from the New York Jets, and they are probably 10 yards short, and they're going to punt. Yeah, I was curious what they were going to do here, and they're definitely going to punt.
That one on cue again, but ultimately in this situation, a lot of times you just keep the offensive player in front of you. So
4th and 7, and so back at the 40-yard line is where this is going to be punted from. Deshon has had a nice return and a fumble so far today. Snap, clean punt, gets it away off the left foot. This one angling left to right. Deshon is pointing everyone to get out of the way, and it takes a very good Steeler bounce all the way down to the 5 and the 6-yard line and then picked up there. So a long way to go for the Bird offense. There's a flag on the other side of the field. 27-13 Philly, 10:29 to go in this football game. Wonder where this is going to be. It was 4th and 7. Everyone on this Eagles sideline looking around, unsure. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Jalen Carter. Automatic first down for the Steelers. Wow, Jalen just hit Heyward in the face.
What is that? What
is he doing?
What in the world? What?
Yeah. Wow, so now we've had one on each team. The Jake Elliott field goal, and then Philly got a first down and then kicked a field goal, and now Jalen Carter makes a boneheaded play, and automatic first down for the Steelers. They're going to go to commercial break. Okay, well, that's not good.
Golly, that's terrible. You can't do something like that. It's like he's an unbelievable player, unbelievable talent. Every once in a while, the anger, the frustration maybe gets the better of him. You commit a penalty like that. Nakobe's trying to tell him something like, bro, you got to chill out. But, man, keep the drive alive. That's a big difference. That's huge.
Yeah. Buffalo's driving right now. They had a 3rd and 7 on the Detroit 32. That's a 2-score game right now, 14-15 to go in the fourth quarter. A Buffalo field goal would make it a 3-score game. That'd be big. Keep an eye on that. Denver has taken the lead, 17-13, and they're driving right now at the Indy 15. That would give Denver not a guaranteed lock to be the 6th seed, but pretty darn close, maybe even the 5, as Denver is one of those teams you do not want to play in the AFC wildcard round. The Bucs have started to really run away from the Chargers in LA. 8 minutes to go in that game, Josh. 30-17 Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 9 for 159 and 2 touchdowns. Baker's got 3 total through the air. Bucky Irving over 100 yards on the ground. Wow, the Chargers are going crazy.
Hey, we got some good news from Twitter, looks like. Zach Berman tweeting out that the Eagles are getting possession because the penalty was after the kick. So the Jalen Carter penalty turns out to be a 2-yard penalty. Wow. It's 1st and 10 at their own 3. So, I mean, it's dangerous, but, like, you were going to have it at, the 5 or 6? Now you have it at the 3. So maybe a little bit of a break for a boneheaded penalty.
Break. That is a massive break. Okay. So Philly's going to get half the distance. So the ball's going to be at, like, the 1. But that is still massive.
But it would be at the 3 because it was going to be the 6 before. So the 3.
The 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's big. That is really big. Oh, man. Okay.
You can guarantee yourself, no matter how this game turns out, Nick Sirianni will be playing that play to show that Jalen Carter and the rest of the team, like, you know what? Don't care how things turned out in the end. That is not what we can do, certainly in high-pressure situations.
Okay. Yep, they are. Don't like that penalty, though. Do not like that penalty. Okay, coming back here from commercial break, and so they're giving us the little look at the Eagle playoff picture here. And, yeah, so Detroit loses today, which they're on their way to. It's still time, but they'd both be 12-1 if the score's held, or 12-2. But, obviously, they have a better conference record because the Eagles' losses come in the NFC, and so they would maintain the 1, but by a hair. And, obviously, 3 games to go, and you would figure that they got to play the Packers again. They got to play the Bears again. It could be interesting for Philadelphia at the 1 seed. But
Buffalo made the field goal, by the way.
That's right. Okay, Buffalo did. So 17-point game over there. It's a 17-point game. Sorry, 14-point game over here. 27-13 Philadelphia. Ball at the Eagle 3. 1st and 10 for Hurts in the offense. Barkley, the setback to the left of Hurts in the gun. 10:29 to go. Hurts trying to go hard count here. And now they're going to get A.J. Brown for a false start. Okay, so...
I mean, it's only like a yard and a half at this point, but
about
still.
About a yard distance, yeah. Okay. Just one big run, Josh. How about a little 8.5-yard run here? 97.5-yard run?
Yes.
I wouldn't hate that. Sirianni,
Clint Hurt is kind of being like, hey, look, I already talked to him. You don't need to tell him again. Wow. So Clint Hurt had already, I guess, given him an earful. He's like keeping Nick away.
Cameras don't miss. They're going to throw on 1st down. Hurts is going to throw back left side. That's going to be incomplete. Porter and Brown were locked up arm in arm, trying to do a little back shoulder fade there. I don't know about throwing from your own end zone, Josh, but it didn't work. 2nd and 11.
A little dangerous there, yeah, especially in that situation. A holding call in the end zone is a safety. You got a lot of other things that could go wrong.
Joey Porter Jr. is really, really talking to A.J. Brown, who's been a little quiet the second half.
Yeah. Squinksing with the 2 says Jalen Carter lining up to fight Jake Paul.
2nd and 11. Hurts calls for the football. Turn give Barkley up the middle. Nice gain there. That's going to give him some breathing room for about 5, maybe 6. Barkley's got to pull his pants up there. Got a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction, but still makes it more of a 3rd down and manageable here for Philadelphia. Ball across the 5 up to the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6. 10:05 to go, right? We always talk about how many more possessions do you have in the fourth quarter if you are the Steelers. You're probably looking at 3 maximum in a 2-score game. Big first down here if they can get it on 3rd and 6. Eagles going empty. Barkley motions all the way to the top of the formation. Hurts calls for the football. He's going to throw. Looking left, throws left, caught A.J. Brown.
Let's
First
go.
down. There he goes. A.J. to the 20, still going, pinballing across the 25. And there's Joey Porter Jr. He talked a little bit, and there's A.J. Brown right in his face for a big first down. There's the first down you needed. There's 11 when you need him.
AJ just said, get off me. Like, Joey Porter's trying to play press coverage, tries to go outside, throws him off to his left, and then a slant route, which, as we know, works 99% of the time to A.J. Brown. Massive first down.
How about Lane Johnson really driving through T.J. Watt there? You know they're going at each other, 2 future Hall of Famers. Great block on the edge there. Birds, first down. This next snap will come around 9:05. Hurts in the pistol, takes the snap. Turn gives Saquon, running up the middle. Nice size hole, and then hit down. Oh, Cam Heyward lost his helmet, or one of the players did. Lowry, boy, I thought Barkley had a chance there, and they closed that one up fast. Got about 3, maybe 4. Be 2nd down and 6. But again, the clock keeps churning.
Yeah, you're right. It looked like he did, Thomas. I thought for a second he's going to get to that second level and just be gone. We had several instances where Saquon's picking up ahead of steam, and it's like he hits a brick wall. So shout out to the Steelers. They've had some pretty solid run defense so far.
8:34, moving clock right now. Jalen Hurts has eclipsed 233 through the air. Might need to throw it 1 or 2 more times to help seal this one. Hurts in the gun. This is going to be a play fake, pump fake. Now he steps up in the pocket. He's going to scramble forward, in trouble. Now he flips it forward, caught by Barkley.
What on earth?
Make a man miss and got more than what he could have lost there. I think he had 3 or 4. That's a crazy play from Jalen Hurts. Holy cow.
What was that?
Hard to explain. He was getting sacked and lateraled it behind the line of scrimmage to Saquon, who caught it, made a man miss, and got 3 yards, 3rd and 2.
I need to see the replay on that one. But yeah, that was like last second. Jalen think he's going to run for it. And I mean, like a flick out there. I don't know if that was 2 hands or what. And then Saquon making a couple guys. That crazy play. Now 3rd and 2, though. So it's better.
Ball at the 40 or the 37-yard line of the Eagles. Hurts in the pistol with 2 tight ends. Here's a run left side to Saquon. He gets around the edge. There goes Saquon. He's got a first down. Big gainer there for 26. He got 10 and laid the wood on whoever that safety was. And he's hurt too. Not Saquon, the Steeler. And Saquon thought he had a first down. He's one missed tackle away from a first down there, Josh.
Oh, yeah. He was going to be gone. That was... Yeah, if he doesn't get stopped there, that was, Demonte KZ?
Yeah, he's checking out of the game now, too. Steelers already missing Deshon Elliott earlier, so KZ comes out as well as MVP chants start to rain down here in Philadelphia. Barkley not at 100 yards yet. He's approaching there. He's at 72. Obviously, the average needs to be a little over 120 the rest of the way, but the MVP chants are there, and you feel like Saquon is one cut away from breaking it here, Josh. 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Clock keeps running. 7:12 to go, fourth quarter. Ball at the Eagle 44. Hurts in the pistol. Barkley the lone back behind him. Calls for the football. Takes it. Turn give Barkley. Running right side, and he slips and falls down. He lost 5 yards. Wow. He wanted to spin out of that, Josh, and his foot got caught, and down he goes.
Yep, was going to have a chance there trying to set something up on the cutback. It looks like he just lost his footing, I suppose, and...
Yeah, he just slid. Yeah, he was trying to stop, and whoop, down he goes. Lucky it wasn't an injury or whatever, but still, 2nd and 14, loss of 4, 6:36 to go as T.J. Watt takes a break on the sideline. Start to kind of wonder, can this offensive line create the one hole to break it open, give the Eagles that big gainer? They haven't hit on anything longer than about 20 for Saquon in this game. Hurts in the gun on 2nd and 4. Saquon to his left. One on the play clock, he takes the snap, he's going to throw. Hurts steps up, he looks across this middle, pointing figures, now fires across the middle, wide open. Devontae Smith to the 40. He's down to the 37-yard line, and there is Devontae Smith. He's had a big game today, Josh. and a nice find from Jalen Hurts there. That'll put him over 250.
That was massive there. And I mean, shout out to the offensive line because Jalen has all day to throw here. Granted, Steelers only really sending 3 guys, but great being able to buy time. The receivers finding the area in the zone, and Smitty's just like, look, right here, middle of the field, sit tight at the logo. Huge first down.
Devontae Smith has been quietly fantastic in this game. All eyes on A.J. Brown, but Smitty was frustrated too after Sunday's win against Carolina. The passing game needed to improve. Boy, has it done that. 259 through the air. Smitty's got 10 catches for 97 yards. Here's a first down run to Saquon Barkley, and he's going to lose yards. Minka Fitzpatrick got him in the backfield, and Saquon's going backwards now. Lost another 4.
It's a good run defense. Number 4 in the league for a reason, and they've seen plenty of games already that even if you go all out to stop Saquon, you can't necessarily do it. But they've been good so far.
I might try to hit him on a play action, Josh. They're obviously trying to sell out for the run. The clock is really a problem right now. 5 minutes to go in this game. I mean, Philly's a couple first downs away from really icing this, but Barkley's checked out. You just wonder if you could hit a little play action pass here, but I don't know if they're going to throw it again. Second and 13. Gainwell, the running back to the right of Hurts. In the gun from the 44. Hurts is going to throw. Stepping up, looks left, throws left. That is dropped.
Oh.
It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, A.J. Brown was open on a slant. He knows it. That could have been a big gainer. And T.J. Watt is down holding his ankle. That is not good.
Oh, yeah, you do not like the look of that. Definitely in a lot of pain.
He is really in a lot of pain. They're going to go to commercial break as they show us him working on Lane Johnson. Oh, basically non-contact.
Yeah,
he just
that doesn't look
stopped
good
and
at all.
pulled up.
You wonder if it's
Lane, the first person there to
maybe
check
a
on
foot
him.
injury. He's holding his foot almost like there's something in his foot rather than the ankle. But you're right, there was not really a plant or someone stepping on him.
Yeah, that's tough. Detroit has just scored a touchdown. Goff just hit Gibbs for 12 on a 12-yarder. So Goff has 4 touchdowns on the day. Boy, the Buffalo defense is just awful. 28-38 is the score right now with 12 to go. The Bills better not choke that game away, man. They better not.
Yeah, they're
they're
not good.
That's all I got to say.
Their defense is not good.
Oh, my gosh, they're awful on defense. Oh, boy.
We should be able to hold on, but it's like crazy because there's still 12 minutes. You can't get conservative. As ridiculous as that sounds, at 38 points.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at your own defense, you probably go, we might need 41. We might need 45 points in this game to win.
Yeah.
I will say, too, the other play, as you mentioned, AJ was so open. That was going to be a big play.
Yeah.
Peyton Wilson, the linebacker there, he's made a couple different plays in this one. That was if he doesn't get a hand on that to tip it, like you say, that's probably a first down and probably into the red zone, I would imagine. J-Dog, Vink saying, looks like an Achilles. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the way he went down, he's holding like his foot.
Yeah,
I don't know if
who knows? Don't want to speculate.
No.
Don't want to speculate.
Sometimes you see
Do
like
not
those
wanna speculate.
Liz Frank injuries. You hope it's not, but sometimes you see it like that, just a weight in a weird angle. We've seen Nakobe naturally who's gone down with that, but other pass rushers, I don't know.
Yeah, still in commercial break. We'll see.
So Lions are going to try an onside kick, I believe.
Okay. There's a lot of time left. Are they really?
I would think so. I saw
a lot of time left.
Looks like they are. Yeah, with 12 minutes.
Yeah. All right, coming back from commercial break. Yeah, we're trying to keep an eye on this right now. Oh, man.
And, well, Buffalo has recovered the onside kick. And not only did they recover the onside kick, Mac Hollins just returned it to the 5-yard line. So Buffalo's about to score a touchdown.
Okay. Watt is on the bench. He's getting his ankle looked at. Yeah, it's like the top of the foot area, but he comes out. That's big for the Eagles. But right now, interesting, Josh, 3rd and 13, 4:46 to go, 27-13 Birds. So you got a 2-score lead, but you're not in field goal range. Do they dare throw here? I think it'll depend on who the back is. Let's see if Saquon or... Actually, they're going to go empty.
Whoa, yeah.
Gainwell at the bottom of the formation. Okay, so Smitty is going to be slot near side, AJ slot far side. 3rd and 13. Might be quarterback run here. 1 on the play clock. Hurts takes the snap with a 4-man pressure. He's going to throw left side. Caught short of first down is Smitty, but pinballs for a first down. I think he got it. He's real close.
Wow, that's a
short.
That's a
Bad spot, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of further backwards than I thought. They'll go for it though.
Yeah.
Brotherly shove.
They needed, and they're running up to the line to go quickly. They needed 12 or 13. They got 12. So they got to get about a half a yard here for a first down. This would really ice it, and you can only assume what they're going to do here. See if they go hard count here. Hurts, brotherly shove formation, 4th and 1. They got to try to get him to jump. And they're trying. They're going to try. Still waiting. Hurts still trying to call it quick, and now we're going to get a timeout. They're not going to snap it.
Okay. And Sirianni's saying stay out there. He's
Yeah.
like, we're still going to go for it. But
I think he was trying to get the jump, and then now we'll just do it normally. We'll take it.
Touchdown Bills, by the way. First play from scrimmage after that offside kick.
That game's
Josh Allen.
over. That game
Touchdown.
is over.
45-28.
Detroit's defense, it's not great. I mean, losing Hutchinson was big, and they've had a lot of injuries, especially during the Thanksgiving win. But, man, they're getting worked right now. Another passing touchdown. That one to Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. That Lions defense. I mean, I just hope the Lions defense gets the same amount of scrutiny that the Birds offense got this week. That would be nice, but we'll see. But we'll definitely see.
They probably won't, but it would be nice.
Probably not.
Just wild.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's. I guess it's the blessing and the curse of having a head coach like Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Because 12. I know you don't trust your defense. At the same time, though, down 10 with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I don't know that I'm going for an onside kick, especially it's like a 4%
there's a lot of time left
rate,
for that.
Yeah. I'm not a huge. I guess I would say I don't. It's not like I hate the new kickoff rules, but I do hate one aspect of it that you can't do a surprise onside kick.
Yeah,
because, like,
I agree.
If you had done an onside kick right here, Buffalo's probably not going to suspect it. If it's 12 minutes remaining, you don't have to announce that you're doing it. Maybe you catch them off guard. But the fact that you have to announce it, 12 minutes left in the game, it's kind of like, all right, well, if you don't convert it, then they're probably going to score. And then for sure, when they recover it and go all the way to the 5, then yeah, it's like, all right, it's very much uphill sledding. 17-point game.
Yep, I think so too.
Shout out to the almost 4,000 of you watching between both streams. We
Crazy,
appreciate that.
crazy.
We're 5 likes away from 1,500 likes also. So if you've
That's a
not
lot,
already,
too.
drop a like, hit the sub button while you're down there as well. We appreciate that. Every sub helps. We got crazy giveaways going on top of that as well. I got a signed Saquon Barkley helmet. Thomas has a signed Cooper DeJean helmet. We're going to have some, even if you can believe it, as awesome as that is right there, some even more ridiculous giveaways too.
We
so
do.
you want to be subbed,
do.
you want to turn the notifications on as
Yep.
we are back from commercial break.
Yeah, we are most viewed combined stream by far. Appreciate you guys making us that as usual during this game. And all right, now we got to figure out if we're going to actually brotherly shove it. Obviously, they're going to. They're lining up in their brotherly shove formation. 4th and a half from the Steeler 39. Hurts takes the snap. Forward he goes. Oh, he got it. Boy, that was hard.
Oh, man.
That was really hard. He got bent backwards, too. That was not fun, but it's just impossible to stop. The haters are going to hate. It's hard to stop. First down, Philadelphia.
Yep. It may not look pretty, but it's going to look how Jalen Hurts wants it to look. I don't know that Jalen wants that to be what happens a lot.
Probably
because,
not.
like you
He
said,
did not
that
get low
looked
enough.
very difficult and very painful, the way that he was kind of bent backwards. But shout out to Grant Calcaterra on that last shove, as well as Saquon, I believe, behind him. So first down.
All right. Clock moving. 3:25. Burt's driving, excuse me. From the Steeler 28. This is a tight run formation. Hurts in the gun. Turn to give Barkley. Tries to bounce it outside. Doesn't. He's going to cut forward for a gain of 3. Flag on the play, too. I'm curious what this is going to be.
They're going to get a hold on him?
They might. Saquon kind of limps a little bit. It is a hold on the offense, and he's going to stay in the game, though. Hold on Mailata as TJ Watt is being walked to the locker room. That's interesting. Yeah, this game is over. You would like to get Saquon one more big run here, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
No, it does not. It's not been one of those days, but you could clearly tell Pittsburgh came out, start of the day, very beginning of the game, making for sure that Saquon's not going to be the person to beat him. And Jalen and the offense have capitalized.
There you go. Time of possession is like 3-1 here. 1st and 20 run to Saquon Barkley up the middle, tackled by Highsmith immediately. Doesn't gain anything. Ooh, and Becton got rolled up on. Let's hope he's okay. Oh, he's on his back now. Yeah, Becton got big time rolled up on by Highsmith there as they show us the AFC playoff picture. But that is something to keep an eye on there. That would be a big loss if Becton is seriously hurt. Let's hope he's not.
Yeah, we just got to get through this without any more injuries at this point. I mean,
yeah.
God, it does not look good there.
They're still not showing it to us. We don't have an update yet.
I mean, Fred Johnson is still in the game.
Picture. Oh, he's walking off. He's smiling and walking off. Okay. Well, I don't know if he's grimacing, but it looked like a smile. But yeah, he got rolled up on. That's the fear of being a big offensive lineman. Oh, the ankle got. Ooh, that was actually really bad. He's standing there. He seems to be okay. He's yelling at Jeff Stoutland. He says, "I'm okay," but my guess is he probably won't play another snap. So we'll see who they put there, though. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, this is going to be like a reshuffling of everyone, isn't it? Like you put Driscoll now at one of the spots, and
maybe move Steen to the right. And no one's looking at him. He seems fine. 3:11 in this game. 2nd and 20. The Steelers use their first timeout. Looks like it is Driscoll, and Steen stays on the left side. I think that's the lineup here. Gainwell's checked in, so probably the end of Saquon's night. 2nd and 20. Hurts will take the snap. He's going to throw. Looks left, throws left slant. And that's going to be caught off the tip. A.J. Brown puts his foot in the ground, and he's going to get all the way across the first down and fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by Devontae Smith.
Now A.J.'s hurt.
Let's hope A.J.'s okay there.
Yeah, A.J. just got his ankle rolled up on.
Oh, boy. Oh, please be okay, A.J. Please be okay, A.J. He's on his knees now. They're saying Eagle football. He did fumble that at the end. Yeah, he just got awkwardly rolled up on, and A.J. Brown is on his knees and hands and knees on the sideline. He gets up, though. He's up. Walking gingerly, but he's up.
It's just we don't need these injuries, you know, but like hip drop tackle.
That's a hip drop, too, yeah.
I don't know
hip drop tackle.
Necessarily you should be calling that, it seems like, but...
Ooh, that is a scary play. You think about T.O. back in the day. That's very similar, minus the horse collar, but that is very similar to the way the body bent.
Golly. I mean, the reason that A.J. fumbles the football there is literally hip drop tackle injury with the ankle. Thankfully,
he did get up and walk off. Standing on the sideline, they're looking at his left foot. Yeah, they're looking at that left foot right now. Oh, boy. Yeah, they're talking about the hip drop in the broadcast. They haven't called a single one, Josh. That seemed pretty obvious.
Yeah. He's at least laughing on the sideline with Slay, who came over to check on him. So, I mean, hopefully it's not super serious, but...
Becton's looked worse, honestly. Becton really had that ankle was really twisted. Shout out Smitty for getting the fumble recovery here, too. AJ, yeah, he's grimacing. They're just poking at that left foot is what they're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So his day will end. 8 catches for $112 and a touchdown. I think we all kind of expected that after the week we had in Philadelphia. But injury is the bigger concern. He's going to stand up, and they're probably going to walk him either to the locker room or to the medical tent. He's got his helmet back, though. He's just walking it off. Okay, well, that's about as good as you could hope for. He's walking back. He can't obviously get in the game, but he's kind of walking around the sideline right now, so that's good news. 3:04. Wow, he's walking back to the huddle. He can't play the snap. And he put his helmet back on. Wow, okay. That is great news.
Fantastic news. We did not want to have any injuries there, anything like that. So
yeah, I'm Gainwell Shipleying it the rest of the way. If I can use Will Shipley as a verb, I think that is the way to go here.
Yep. Weekly Dayton earlier. I didn't get the shout out for the super chat because we were calling it, but appreciate the 5. Says I ain't ever want to see in quotations, Jalen can't throw the ball anymore from media outlets or broadcasters. This boy, 271 on the night, which that was back then. He has 290 now, so 290 on the night. And if he gets even any more here, I agree.
Mekhi Becton is back, and the Birds are in brotherly shove formation on 3rd and 1 here. Takes the snap. Hurts goes across. He obviously has it. First down, Philadelphia. So with 3 minutes left in this game, Steelers are going to call another timeout. So clock continues to get stopped here. So 3 minutes, one timeout left in a 2-score game. Here's your NFC playoff picture. The Lions are going to lose today. That one is officially going to be over. 8-12 left. Detroit just scored a rushing touchdown, though. It's a 10-point game. Oh, my gosh. Never mind. How many
Don't
points
speak
are
too
they
soon.
score?
Jared Goff has 424 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Wow. All right, well, it looks like the Lions are going to lose, but there's a lot of time left in that game. So that means they'll have the same record as Philadelphia, who all but has the 2 seed locked up. Obviously, with the whole situation with the, you would need a Seattle loss plus another loss by the Commanders, which could happen next week. You're going to have the 2, but the question will really be the 1 seed with what's happening in Detroit right now. Still 10-point game, though.
It's crazy.
All right.
I mean, imagine considering you might need 52 points if you're Buffalo to win that game.
Hurts in the gun, takes the snap, turn, give Gainwell. He's going to kind of go up the middle on the right side and fall forward for a gain of 1 or 2. Pittsburgh will burn that final timeout. And so with 2:56 to go in this game, it's going to be a very slow burn all the way out of the way here. But that's the last time the Steelers can stop the clock besides the 2-minute warning. Currency says Saquon ever get back in? He did. He definitely did. Looks like everyone's okay, honestly. The one injury that did not come back was Dickerson, but he's been on the sideline the entire game. They're saying it's a knee injury, so we'll see how that goes. All right.
Man.
2nd and 9.
Somebody said, KGB saying Kenny Pickett revenge pass.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Everyone says I need to stop saying that the Buffalo game is over because Detroit keeps scoring. You're right.
Yeah, that's
honestly,
actually true.
Honestly,
Yeah, don't
I kind of need
jinx
to
it.
shut up
Let's
about
not
it.
say it's over anymore. It felt like
2nd
that.
and 9, from the 17-yard line. Eagles in 3 tight end run formation. Turn, give Gainwell up the middle. Nice size hole there. Still going to the 10, down to the 9. He's a yard short. Here's an 8-yard gain on 2nd down and 9. Shout out Kenny G for a really solid day. He's been fantastic. And now to be 3rd down and 1 again. I'm not brotherly shoving anymore, Josh, either. It's just I don't need any injuries. I'm just going to run the football and just call it. Like that's going to be it.
Yeah, you shouldn't do anything else. As you say, we don't want injuries. I think that Jalen actually injured his finger on the last game in Carolina on one of the brotherly shoves. So, the fact that he's got a broken finger, maybe don't do that. Let's just run it with Kenny. You got 2 minutes remaining.
They're in pistol formation. Hurts will take the snap, turn, give Gainwell, tries to bounce it out left side, cuts up the field, and he got it. First down. There you go. And that'll be it. That'll wind it to the 2-minute warning. They'll stop the clock one more time, and then they are going to I would try and get to 30 personally. I would keep running the football. I don't know if I need it yet, but that's just me. I'm kind of a greedy guy.
I would need the football. The game's over. We don't need to risk anything, even backup injuries, anything else. Kneel the football, 27-13. That's this. This is so good. 2 turnovers. You overcome 2 turnovers.
Yeah, early ones too.
27-13. Jalen basically threw for 300 yards. I mean, he if you needed him to, he would have easily gotten to 300 yards. The way that this passing game responded, criticism, their defense still hasn't given up 20 points since the bye week.
Yep,
it's insane.
Crazy.
You shut them out.
Crazy.
What, you shut them out in the second half?
Yeah. Yeah, they have the time of possession is crazy in the second half. That number is going to be like 4-1, and they barely move the football, at all. Barely move the football.
Buffalo staying aggressive. First play, Josh Allen deep shot to the Detroit territory, the 45, and then another Josh Allen run for 22 yards. So they're basically in the red zone.
Okay, there you go.
Neither team can play defense at all.
Gotta like that.
We literally have. So for people that are curious, as we're waiting this one out, we are. Let's see, what's the math on this? We are 4 yards away from the combined yardage for both teams being 1,000 yards in that Buffalo
game.
game.
Wow.
Yep.
1,000. A lot of fantasy football playoff matches started this week, Josh. People are going to be living and dying by that game right there.
You hope you had a player or two in that game. It's insanity. 361 for Josh Allen, 2 touchdowns. 424 for Jared Goff,
Crazy.
4 touchdowns.
Crazy.
Josh Allen, another 62 on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Like, just get out of here.
Gotta like it. Gotta love it, actually, is probably the right word there.
Very true.
Still on our 2-minute warning commercial break for those who are not watching, just listening to this one.
Mm-hmm. Buffalo. Man. I love it because I'm just watching here, making sure that they're going to keep being aggressive. They have not run the football like to a running back. Every once in a while, it's James Cook, but haven't run the football. It's literally just Josh Allen. Hey, man, we're up by 10, but there's still 5 minutes left, so we need you to just put the team on your back, go score another touchdown.
Yep.
Should just be a kneel down, right?
Should be. I think they will. Well, how much? 2 minutes, 40 seconds? Yeah, pretty much. You get it pretty close. I would honestly, and they are going to line up. I was going to say I would try to run it, but I like 30-point win. Little 30 burger. But that's just me. First knee. There's Jalen. Hope you don't lose your fantasy football league because of 3 straight knees from Jalen Hurts, but that's possible. That would stink.
I guess that's extreme unluckiness right there. If you lose based on those,
very unlucky.
Weekly with the 2s is, by the way, it's another team held under 20. Yes, it is. That's a good point.
It is.
Just a second. Restrada with a 2 said, "Just bought a round for the bar. Let's go Birds."
There you go.
Everybody loves you. Ever the best friend there. I don't know where that's at, but shout out to you for buying a round.
Kind of like that. Love an Eagles win. Jalen gets ready to take another knee, 124 in this football game. They're going to win by 2 touchdowns against the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's the knee. And really, one of these scores was because of a fumble in the red zone by Cooper Deshon. I mean, this is, you're holding them to under 10 probably if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's legit. I mean, probably 7 points realistically of what this defense gave up. Now, they were without George Pickens, sure. But, I mean, still, 7 points is crazy.
Get another knee here on 3rd and goal. Pretty crazy that there's only been 3 teams to score 20 on Philadelphia. The Jaguars, the Falcons, and the Packers. 1 team since week 3, or since week 2, I should say. Pretty crazy. Here's your 3rd and goal knee. Jalen will do it, and that will do it for the Philadelphia Eagles. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. They go to 12-2 now.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very much alive for the number 1 seed, Josh. Very much alive for the number 1 seed.
They are.
Very much alive.
I'm that much closer, as some people were commenting here a second ago, to your $100.
That is
because
right.
if the Eagles win next week against the Commanders in Washington,
feeling pretty good.
I will be feeling in a very good way.
Now, what's going to happen is if we somehow lose to Dallas or the Giants because we're not playing our starters, then things get interesting.
That is true. If it happens off of that, I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, I know. I'd be pretty sick. I'd be pretty sick.
I'll take it. But we might have something to play for, depending on, again, like Buffalo with the ball at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. If they scored, it'd be back to a 17-point game. There's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. I mean, it just not too much better so far. Very, very much game almost in hand there. But went just about as you would have hoped. Heath with a 20 bomb right here. Says, great job again, fellas. Go Birds.
Thank you, Heath. We appreciate
that.
We appreciate
I should play the song also. There we go.
Yeah, you should. There you go.
Canucks Briggs with a 2. Thank God that one Steeler had, Butterfingers, yeah.
Yeah, the Najee fumble. That was big. That was big.
Fumble. It was just a freebie fumble.
Yeah.
But, Eagles capitalized.
Josh, this was about as good as you could hope, right? And all of us heard the drama. We all, talked about it. But, obviously it was a massive question going into this football game. And I think that there were many scenarios where the Eagles could win and we still have question marks. This was the scenario where the Eagles win and there are 0 question marks. The defense plays lights out. Jalen Hurts throws for nearly 300 yards. He throws for 2 touchdowns. AJ goes over 100. Smitty has 10 catches. He has a touchdown. The only thing that didn't get going was Saquon, but that was a good run defense. And I think Saquon's a little banged up in that game. I mean, about as perfect as you could hope. And now you're also getting a Detroit loss. I mean, Buffalo's 3rd and goal, 10-point game, 2:55 to go. As long as they, at worst, kick a field goal here, it's a 2-score game with 3 minutes left. This was as perfect as you could ask. And the Eagles being juggernauts is kind of back, you know?
Yeah. Who doesn't want to take your chances? You see what Detroit is, and they're a good football team. They're not bad. They're for sure a really good football team, but they're not this unbeatable juggernaut that everyone's going, oh my gosh, like I don't want to be playing them. Philly for sure can't beat them in Detroit, and I don't even know if we're hosting them. Like, no, you've proven a point. You can see it. Dalton Kincaid was going to be a touchdown, but there was a penalty
it's a hold.
Buffalo. Gosh,
it was going to be another one. That was going to be another Josh Allen score. He's pretty much won MVP.
Yeah, especially after a day like this. Saquon, not as much of a, Saquon playing poorly, just Pittsburgh going all out, saying we're going to stop Saquon. He won't beat you. Plus the injury, so he didn't get as much involvement earlier. Derilli with a 5, appreciate that, says, let's freaking go, man. In my opinion, this was Hurts' best game of the season so far. Go Birds, baby.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was. He's had some very efficient but kind of lower number games where he's been really good. I think the Bengal game was fantastic. But even a couple of the other more recent ones where he was not like crazy numbers but played really well, this is his best overall game. And the fumble is one thing. Fumbles to me are a lot more. They're a lot less bad, I guess is the word I'm saying there. I'm trying to find the language, but a lot. They're not as bad as a really bad interception, right? Whereas you run with the football and you magically get hit, and then ball pops out. Not as a bad turnover to me, if you can make that case. Do you see the Andrew Meyer super chat? Is that the next one up, or do you have another one to go?
Let's see here. Yes, yep, I got that one.
I like that one. What will WIP talk about now? With a laughing emoji, go Bird. Great question. Great question. I don't know what they say. 10 straight wins. We have to almost sit back for a second, Josh, and just think about the fact that the Eagles have won 10 straight games. Mm-hmm. That is crazy how many games that they've won. They've beaten the Rams. They've beaten the Ravens. They beat the Steelers now. This brutal stretch we talked about for months, once we got the actual schedule, I mean, geez, they've done it. They've completely done it.
Marching right through everybody. Yeah.
Wild.
It's ridiculous the level that they're playing and the consistency too, but there's always going to be haters. So I'm sure someone will find a way to be like, well, what if this? What if that? It can't just be like, this team is incredibly good. And if they play up to the level that they can, there's no one, in my opinion, there's nobody in the NFL that can beat them. Like they have the talent. They've proven that they can do it. Now they can start earlier. They're very dominant in the first quarter, which we've not seen basically all year, but you finally do it.
Good point.
Yeah, I think so. Jasper Henson with a 10. Thoughts on Saquon's MVP odds now? And do you think he'll break Eric Dickerson's record?
I'd say probably no MVP, although a 300-yard performance, which he's we've basically seen. But if he has a couple more incredible games, maybe. But Josh Allen has just scored. They just kicked a field goal. They're going to win 48 in this one. It's going to be Allen. I think he'll be MVP runner-up, which I think Saquon secretly will be bummed. I think he'd rather have the ED record, which is going to be pretty hard. He's going to need about a 150 game, a 175 game to make up for today. Mm-hmm. But, it just didn't really go. It was a passing day, and they've had a lot of running days over the past 10 weeks. Today was a passing day, and Saquon's going to be asked the question. He's not going to care. He wants to win a Super Bowl, and they're very much on pace to maybe get the 1 seed and do that. So, is what it is.
Ultimate winner, even for a guy who played on a team for so long that didn't win. It's the main thing's the main thing, and he said that for a number of times. But Heath with another 20 bomb.
Huge.
There you go. Says Navy wins, Eagles win. Perfect.
That's right. Navy dominated too. How about that? That was a fun game. Fun game yesterday.
Yeah, the underdogs.
Cold cash. Yeah, they did. With the 5, Saints sold us, but oh well, they did. Boy, we'd have had the all 4 things would have hit if the Saints would have won today. Once again,
so close.
What are they going to say now? Time to take this division next week. Let's go also W Stream. We appreciate that. Yes, they will win the division officially next week with a win. The division is all but locked. I mean, it would take a dramatic drop the final 3 weeks, but it does feel like division next week. Print the T-shirts. I'll probably get one. Give some away. We'll have a lot of fun.
Yep.
And it's a matter of get the 1 seed. This football team with the 1 seed, I think, is probably the scariest team in the NFL. I think Buffalo's defense has given up 35 today. They're not good enough to make them the scariest team, but this team with the 1 seed is absolutely fear-inducing. It's frightening.
Yep, without a doubt. Totally agree there. Driving through Japan with the...
Japan?
What is that, 500? What is that symbol?
Is it, what's Japan on? Is Japan on the yen?
I was going to say, is that the yen? I'm not usually. I should be better with the.
It is
symbol.
the yen.
I guess the 500 yen. I suppose we appreciate
Here,
it.
I'll convert it right now. Let's see.
Yeah.
500 yen is
either way
$3.25.
okay. Hey, we'll take what, I mean, whatever. So it's still, I was like, I don't know what that is.
Now is the time. Now is the time to travel to Japan because the yen is historically low. Fun fact.
Okay. A little drop in a little money market knowledge. I can appreciate that. Still, says the Steelers sold out, stopping the run and telling Philly to beat them in the air. Well, they beat them in the air and shut up the Philly media.
Yep. Good message to send for other teams. They're going to try to do the same. Not that they haven't been trying to stop Saquon, but if you want to stop Saquon, Jalen can throw. And that's the message sent today. That's the message sent today.
Yep. Despite what some people want to say, because, again, he always gets the hate and the criticism, and he can't do it. But every single time you see that if you try to take away one side, then it's like, all right, good. What are you going to do whenever A.J. Brown and Smitty, they're firing all cylinders? You don't even have Dallas Goedert, but Grant Calcaterra has made some serious impact. You're seeing it on all sides. Snow Papa with 10 says, am I the only one person who is confused on not one drop tackle, not one hip drop tackle flag, all let alone
it's pretty crazy,
the
right?
one to A.J.?
Yeah, that one seemed pretty obvious, right? I think they're just scared to throw it because, the hip drop is, it's some of them are obvious, like the A.J. one, some are not, but when it's that obvious, you might as well just do it. So what are you going to do? Yeah,
I think it is. It's just a weird, there's always those weird rules, like they implement the rule and then like, oh, we're going to officiate it this way, but then there's the figure it out and the gray area and all that other stuff. So they need to be better about it, but you're right. There's a couple different instances, certainly the A.J. one, that it felt like it could have been automatic, yet for whatever reason, they didn't call it. Weekly with another 5 says, I can't wait for the media to move the Eagles goalpost on once again. I believe Saquon needs 417 more yards for the NFL rush record. Let's see. What does he need?
417? That's 139 a game for you math wizards out there.
Okay.
I did use a calculator, but yes.
Oh, I was going to say that was very fast for getting that. You could
No, I'm not that smart.
Well, you could have just ran with it. Christian with a 2. Well, I like this one. He says, looks like Thomas lost the bet. Great game. It's not over yet. But
not over yet. I hope
we're moving in better direction of Thomas losing the bet.
Me giving up $100 for the Eagles to be the 1 seed because that's what will happen if they win out. Essentially,
there
I would
we go.
pay $100 for that. Come on,
I can appreciate that. Yes.
Maybe if I lose the bet, we can have some donations to help donate in my stead. Not I don't know, but maybe because we'll be so happy because we all won. That'd be fun. Right?
Yeah. It's like, all right, here you go. Pay for the fee now. Evan with a 5, good win over a good team. Hope AJ and Saquon are all good. Yep, that's definitely going to be crucial. Keep everybody posted on the upcoming videos. Let everybody know. He walked off, so it should be okay. But
yeah, shout out Cranky. I don't know if you got this one. He said, "Woot, another great game, great broadcast. Fly goes fly. 10-2, 12-2." But Cranky's a moderator. He helps to keep my chat clean. So shout out Cranky and thanks for the super chat there. Really appreciate it. I added some new moderators and they all did amazing to get those spam bots out of there. So I appreciate you guys.
Heck yeah. Got you up there as well. Brandon with a 2 also, saying, let's hope we are 6-0 in the East this season. That would be fantastic. We would love that. Also, Marcus Dudley gifting 1 Philly Special Show membership, and Adam Greenspan is the individual who gets that. Speaking of last thing here that I needed to make sure and do was the giveaway for the A.J. Brown signed jersey because A.J. scored a touchdown and the Eagles won.
Signed?
It is. Yep. Signed jersey. Signed Eagles.
Really?
A.J. Brown jersey.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Got the entries here. And it was just for the comments of commenting A.J. on the last video. And I should be able to do this. Let me make sure. There. All right. It's this will work.
There you go.
Okay. And good luck to all. See who it's going to be. It is Noah Hamad, I believe I said the last name correctly. Noah Hamad, who said A.J. Brown is going to have 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was the official comment.
Pretty
AJ
close.
Didn't quite get there, but he had a really good game. So
pretty close.
Shout out Noah. You have won an A.J. Brown signed jersey. I will comment on the community page. Just hit me up. If you're here, it would be fantastic. But if you're not, I'll post it. I'll share it in the game recap video also. And you'll have a week to claim. Otherwise, I'll give it away on one of the live streams.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Sweet. Very nice.
Let's see. I think that was all the super chats. I was making sure I didn't miss any of those. Should we go?
I think it is. I think you got
John. There we go. I was gonna say, I thought I saw one more. John M. with a 10. Appreciate that. Says somehow the media will still say we haven't played anyone. LOL. Go Birds.
Yeah. I do think you're going to see a little change in the media today. I think that you're going to see a little change in how they talk about Philadelphia. There will still be people that say, I don't trust Jalen Hurts. That'll be the phrase this week. I don't trust him. A big game. Do you trust him? But I think with Detroit also losing and giving up 48 points on defense, I think that's where their fire is going to go. The fury will go with Detroit, I think, today or this week.
Yeah, I agree. As the Lions are still moving the football, at least they're not going to. There's a minute left, but I mean, both defenses just
it's over.
So atrocious.
Over.
That is miserable. Trenton Wright with a 2. Kenny G should be re-signed. Showed great poise. We said this before, like. Kenny gets overlooked so many times, and it's understandable because of the fact that, you got Saquon back there. But the plays that he made, I mean, the pass where he's able to split the two defenders, get to the, 2-yard line, 1-yard line that eventually results in a touchdown. Similarly, in the running game, able to extend the drive, a couple first downs that are big. So just because Saquon has all that focus, it's a beauty to have someone like Kenny G because it's a lot of times like, oh, hey, Saquon's in the game, so, okay, defensive focus, let's make sure and stop it. Well, he goes out, Kenny comes in, and you see he can make a lot of plays. Been learning some spin moves from Saquon also. That was a really
definitely
good
has
game as well.
Definitely has. 100% has.
All right, last super chat looks like here, and then we're going to wrap it. Appreciate you guys, as always. Tyler with the 5 says, we just proved we can beat you anyway. Run or pass, doesn't matter. 100%.
I totally agree. 100%.
As Anthony DeBono says,
100%.
good evening, everyone. He's tuning in here. Anthony in the house. Mr. DeBono, the man himself. Missed on the first touchdown score. He said it was going to be Pat Freiermuth. I said it was going to be AJ. So I'm sorry, sir. I got you.
Got him there.
But you were very close. Joe
finally
also
beat Russell Wilson. Shout out for that.
Oh, that's a good point.
Finally beat Russell Wilson first time.
Yep. That's a good point. Lots of streaks, either active and or breaking those. Joe, welcome to Let's Run It membership tier. Appreciate that. I believe I hit on every other super chat.
I think so.
Like I said earlier, though, I mean, crazy amount of you guys. At one point, I think 3,500, almost 4,000 between the streams. Almost 2,000 likes as well. Do this every single week. It gets bigger and better every week. And as we're approaching the playoffs, it's going to get wild. So like Thomas and I have said, we're going to be streaming during the playoffs for NFC games as well. So not just Eagles ones. But make sure, as always, if you're not, drop a like, subscribe to the channels. Don't miss out. More videos to come. And we got the dub. 10 wins.
Got the dub. There you go.
Heck yeah. All right. We'll see you guys. Go Birds.
Go Birds.